Oh, wrong Twitch again, sorry.
Oh.
Twitch, the TV.
Twitch!
Twitch!
Twitch.
Ding.
Well, I had to make the Twitch audible. It was
So, welcome to Monster of the Week.
Hello there.
We're going to be starting this a little differently.
Err.
Oh no.
We're going to start in between mysteries.
Oh.
Because there's a few things. Lacy.
Oh no, what did I do?
Everything. You broke it.
You're down in the medical room currently, restocking. You've used a few of the supplies at this point.
Yeah.
So, stocking it is fairly necessary if you wish to continue using it.
I mean, yeah.
You place you're placing whatever, some like gauze or bandages on the thing. And you walk away and you hear.
The heck?
You turn and the gauze that was off the shelf had fallen.
What? I'm trying to decide if she would do the stupid girl horror movie thing and check it out by herself, or if she would call for help.
I mean, remember,
It's
out of character.
Lacy, to be fair.
I know! She'd do the stupid horror movie thing and go pick up the gauze to put it back!
You put it back. And you make sure you put it further on the shelf so it doesn't fall. And turn around.
Okay. What the heck?!
Who let the ghost cat in the house?
You see another box.
Oh dear God.
Well, I mean, remember, we were warned that this house was haunted.
Are we like hearing screaming from the basement now?
Yeah, I say we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm heading down.
You just hear a small shriek from the
I
beast.
guess
I'm
we're
heading down.
down there.
You guys go down there, you open the door, and you see there's just boxes all over the place.
Lacey's backed herself into the corner. She's.
You okay?
Oh Jesus.
That's not me! It's not me! It's not me! It's not me!
Maybe they weren't kidding when they said the place was haunted.
Please don't say that we have wards on this place! Lucien, we have wards on this place, right?
From evil things.
And from things getting inside that were outside.
That's true.
You know, as a curiosity, is Lucien able to tune into whatever this is? Or is it just non-threatening and it's not a tune-inable thing?
It doesn't seem to be threatening. You're not catching anything to tune into.
Oh good, it's just a ghost fucking with us. Got it.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, guys. And he head upstairs. Come back down about a minute later with pen and a piece of paper.
What are you doing with that? What are you.
We're
What?
not doing
Set-
some weird, creepy Ouija board bullshit with pen and paper.
Technically, it's
small
already
side table.
here, so we don't have to worry about bringing it here.
It's on a little small side table. If you want to communicate with us, please don't throw stuff at us. Please, just can you
see
write out who you are and
You
everything?
see the pen or pencil, whatever you gave,
Uh-huh.
stands straight up.
Mhm.
And it starts. And it goes for a while
Mhm.
before it drops.
I go look at the paper.
You see a pretty accurate sketch of all four of you.
Not bad.
And
Okay, so you can see us. Point further.
standing behind is an older-looking gentleman.
Mm,
The pencil is landed, pointing to the older gentleman.
mm.
Does this used to be your house? Knock over one thing for yes and two things for no.
Can we not knock over things?
Hold. Was that one thing, Val?
Mhm.
So, guys, we meet the old owner.
Huh.
What happened to
Okay.
you? Why are you stuck here?
There's a moment of waiting.
Flip the paper over and set the pencil. If you can write out answer.
Moves and writes a little bit and just says loved house.
Mm.
It's a very
Old
nice
age.
house.
Died of old age.
Mm.
Are we actually talking to a ghost right now? Are we actually doing
Well, I mean, we did meet a
Is the-
priest in a church.
This is literally the tamest thing we've done all year.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, as Amanda would have brought up. Yeah, there's a ghost we visit in a church.
I actively
We can visit
avoid
at some point.
trying to go visit said ghost.
Why? He's nice.
Ghost!
He gave him my silent shotgun.
But not all ghosts are evil.
Exactly. Some spirits just don't want to leave.
I don't see a problem with there being a ghost here. He doesn't seem to want to harm us. Although he likes to scare Lacy, clearly.
I think he was just trying to get in contact with us.
Nah.
You see the paper kind of flip over again,
Mhm.
and the pencil draws a circle,
Mhm.
and drops.
Mm.
Where's the circle?
Lacy.
Oh.
Mm.
Did you know Lacy? No. Okay.
The pencil moves and shifts a little bit, and it seems to be pointing to a pocket.
Wait a minute.
The dagger?
It's pointing to the
What
pocket
if-
that you keep the book in.
Oh.
What? I
Wait, as
pulled
in the
out.
Lucien magic book?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh.
What does he want? What do you want with the book? Technically, it's on loan.
Just point it back to Lucien. Here you go, Lucien. You can have this back.
Technically, it's on loan. Not mine.
Lacy,
What?
can you use your little magic stuff to make him visible?
I don't know. I can check and see if there's something in here.
Could
Can I-
Lucien use a help action to try and point out the page?
Sure. Go ahead and use magic first and see what you roll, and we'll see if the help action will even be of use in this situation.
Okay, so that's
Because it
plus
says you can wait
weird,
until
right?
you roll.
Fair.
Plus
Okay,
weird,
okay,
plus
that's
technically 2.
okay. It's technically plus 3 because I've got a +1 to weird, and then bracelet and book.
Book.
Because weird.
Not necessary. That's an 11.
Oh, okay.
All right. You find a page and you start kind of reciting and asking for this entity to be able to be visible and communicate with, and moment passes before you see almost like a darkened silhouette appear.
Mhm.
Before it becomes more looks like the gentleman that he drew. It looks like that individual, but more see-through.
Mhm.
Hi.
Hello.
May I ask your name, sir?
Jeffrey. Friends called me Jeff.
How long have you been here?
Most of my life, and about 2 or 3 years after, before you all arrived.
You're the reason they thought the house was haunted.
Yeah, I saw you guys move in, but I didn't want to scare anyone else away.
We
But I noticed.
don't... Okay, most of us don't get scared easily, and she looks at Lacy.
Hey.
Did notice you seem to
Not wrong.
deal with weird into things. So I figured maybe you wouldn't all run away this time like everyone else has.
Ah,
Okay.
I
Thing
am
I-
sorry.
Thing I need to ask. Have you been watching us sleep?
I don't enter the bedrooms while you sleep. I just
Excellent.
kind of go around. I spend most of my time in the study.
Okay.
I can't interact too much with the books, so other than throwing them around. And again, I'm sorry about your medical stuff.
It's okay. Sorry, I panicked. Yeah.
Understandable. He kind of moves his hands to you. He says, I feel a little different now that you've used whatever that is with that book.
Some would call it magic, I guess.
He kind of goes to move his hand, and you see a spoon just ting, ting, ting. Huh.
We have spoons in here?
No, it just appeared. Was that me?
I'm gonna go with probably.
out of character. Was it a silver spoon?
No, it seemed
Okay,
like
good.
it seemed like silver. You know, it's silver in color
Yeah.
alone.
Just a regular metal spoon.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like one you recognize.
So it's definitely not one of ours.
Nope.
That's interesting.
I wonder if your book has given me, because it brought me more tangible. I wonder if I can make more things tangible. Huh, that's weird.
Just try not to bring raptors into the kitchen.
Out of character, this is because I figured having to go to all the way up to the priest every time to do the item acquisition was a little clunky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, considering it's like 4 hours out of town.
Yeah, so with this now you have, if you were to provide him with items and such like that, you can he can give you a list of 3 items, which would grant him the ability to get each one of you an item with plus ring. This is an item acquisition thing.
Nice.
Hmm, okay,
Fetch quest.
Cool.
I like fetch quest.
sweet. Alright.
So this one's just going to be something mundane. You can find a gold ring, a silvered watch, and a baseball. If you find those 3 items, this will be a simpler thing. Throughout your mystery, if you find those 3 items, you can bring them here, and you get +1 for each item that you find. Each one might be a little more difficult, but if you're just start off a little simple, in this way you guys can get some interesting items. You can enchant each item in one way, in this way, once. Otherwise, it'll lose the last enchantment it was given.
Alright.
You can also have whole new items created. So if you want something kind of weird and wacky,
Lucien can make his coats in the house.
essentially. So that's one of the things I wanted to get through. And if you're getting it in between mysteries was probably better than during a mystery.
Yeah.
There.
So I will write that down and roll 20 for everyone to see what the items are. If I can type properly, that is.
Nah. Hugged things. I saw you use that hug command in Shadows. I knew his was different.
I didn't know it was different.
This reminds
I
me.
need to ask him for that one so you can actually add who you want to hug.
You're right.
Aha! I didn't hug myself this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like imagining
Yep.
Drag runs over and
Yeah.
fucking hugs Jay, and then all of a sudden, Fluffy.
Hold up. We have to see if the chain continues. Aspire.
Oh, what?
Spire, give a
Hug
hug.
someone.
Oh, okay,
I really
hold
hope-
on.
I really hope it
We're
hugs.
currently in a group hug.
I hope
Yeah.
it hugs Fox.
Oh. Hug?
Hug Fox. Hug Fox. Hug Fox.
Crumpler!
Crumbler's here! He's been revealed!
He's all
You have been revealed, Crumbler!
You can't hide from the Nightbot.
Nightbot, how dare you?
Fuck,
That was
outed.
the best.
I love it. Oh, I love that so much.
We're just sitting here. Hug Fox. Hug Fox. Hug Crumpler. Wait, Crumpler?
Welcome, Crumbler. As you
Hello.
lurk in the background.
We're sorry, Nightbot is rude and calls out lurkers like it's not supposed to.
Yeah.
This
Hey,
is
Bad
but
mod.
somebody
Nightbot.
come in
Bad
with, like,
mod.
just the name Lurk. Hug Lurk.
You know, that would be acceptable. I'm okay
So-
with that.
We're gonna go a little bit on ahead, and we're gonna introduce a new hunter.
Yep.
So Amanda,
Yes.
you're working your part-time job. You're currently behind the counter at the moment because she is currently stocking a few of the books. She asked you to watching as a person walks in.
Hmm.
I'm
So
assuming
for-
she's probably paying
Hmm.
attention to her book. But
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have any books on Celtic folklore, would you?
she looks up at him and just kind of blinks for a second.
Describe what she sees for the audience.
Well, basically, what she is currently looking at is Lucian's twin brother, but with glasses and a sweater vest.
Excellent.
And his eyes are more fierce, where Lucian's are just kind of like he's narcoleptic or something.
She's just kind of staring for a second. Almost confused.
It's the glasses, aren't they?
No, you just look really familiar.
You don't say.
Huh.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, you look like a lot like my friend. Except without the
Friend?
accent.
And without the glasses and without the
So,
sweater vest.
let me guess. He's kind of more like this in speaking, right?
Yeah, actually.
Good to see he hasn't changed. David, by the way. Williams.
Hi, Amanda. I didn't realize he was having somebody visit.
No, it's not. I'm just in town.
Oh, good.
It turns out, like, he pulls out a pamphlet. Turns out there's a Sasquatch hunt?
Yes!
She kind of smiles. I know exactly who you're looking for if you want to deal with that.
Oh my god.
There's a place called the Crypto Inn.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I guess I just tossed it on.
Oh, it's I'm assuming a little further away. Fluffy.
Yeah. It's on the way in to the
Yeah.
road, but it's not exactly the most obvious structure.
Once you get inside, you know where you are.
Yeah, once you're inside, you're like, oh.
Oh, now I see.
This makes sense.
It
Why is it
honestly
called
looks like a
Crypto Inn?
townhouse, essentially, from the outside.
If you look at it, why is this place called the Crypto Inn? Walks in. Oh.
I can probably take you there after my shift, but let me find your book. I'm gonna see if we have any of those, I guess.
Yeah, sure, you have one.
Yeah, okay. Book.
So the
Plus one
question
book on
is,
Celtic folklore.
is only Amanda showing them to the Crypto Inn, or is everyone going to show them to the Crypto Inn?
Do you want me to call Lucien?
Well, I'd like to see him with a bit of a surprise for a change.
I guess I could just bring you to the house. Right,
Alright.
we sort of live together.
Oh my.
Huh.
Phrasing! Phrasing, Amanda!
Exactly!
There's no other way to phrase that.
I know, we live together. There is no way to phrase that. Like, we kind of live in the same house.
That's how you phrase that. Living together and we live in the same house
Okay.
are two totally different.
Well, it's Amanda. She wouldn't think that far ahead.
Yeah, Lacy's gonna have to work on that.
Fair.
To be honest, I don't think Lacy would phrase it as far as we live in the same house either.
So your shift ends, and you bring David to the 2-story building that is the domicile, and everyone else is currently home from work. And
Okay.
where is everybody?
Well, when they walk in, Jay would probably be walking from the garage, and he'd probably see David, but wouldn't even.
I think he's
like,
just
wouldn't
wondering where
even-
everybody is at the moment.
Well-
Yeah.
I'd probably be walking in from the garage.
I'm
Fair.
probably on the couch just texting.
Where would Lucien
Lacy
be?
would be. Oh no.
Damn, that's a good question.
This would make this even better, depending where he is.
You know, I think he may be in the kitchen currently.
Just in the kitchen.
Perfect. That's perfect for what I think my person would be doing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So you guys see Amanda and what appears to be Lucien in a sweater vest and glasses walking.
Yeah. Like I said, Jay would probably walk by me just without really double glancing at him. Oh, hey, Lucien.
What?
And just walking to the kitchen.
They just walk into the kitchen. Wait. What?
Lacy's gonna look David up and down.
Giggling.
Lucien?
How
Yes,
does
Jay.
he mistake the fact that he thinks you're Lucien? You dress a whole lot better.
I mean, he's not wearing all black, so it's a little obvious.
I know.
Lucien,
He kind of is.
You're
not trench
standing
coats.
out there. You're standing out there with Amanda, right?
I highly doubt that.
Lucien
Also,
doesn't
what
have
was,
a British accent. It's all you hear from the living room.
Like, you just see him going, no fucking way. He walks out. David. You never change, brother.
The moment when you have to have a conversation with yourself.
I do that a lot, not just in the game though.
Same though.
So, when were you going to tell us about this?
The intention was over my own dead body. Oh, come on, you seriously can't feel that bad about it.
He seems very nice. I don't understand why you don't like him.
Broke Jay. Jay's just
He had to mute. That's how much you broke him.
Okay.
I just see.
It's just like,
Deep breath. I'm okay. Continue.
Oh.
Lighten up, Lucien.
Lacy take a stand up and offer her hand to shake. Name's Lacy. Nice to meet you.
David Williams.
Williams! Last names are great.
They
Right,
not getting
my
that
last
from
name's
me.
Miller.
ten-
She just kind of goes and sits down.
Summers, if we hadn't crossed that path.
You're not getting a last name, unfortunately, from me.
Yeah, we don't even know his last name. Just ignore him.
We barely. I think. Yeah, I think I'm the only one that kind of knows because I was eavesdropping when he talked to my dad.
You don't know. If it's
But
even
you don't know
true.
if that was a real name.
That's fair, but that's the name I heard.
Like Lucian's like, I'm gonna make some fucking coffee.
It's getting pretty late for that.
I need it.
Lacy, you do know we normally don't go to bed until very, very early in the morning, right?
Do you, Do you want anything?
Not right
David?
now.
Nothing in particular right now. But many thanks.
David, you see someone walk into into another door.
Hey, Jeff.
Hello. Oh, you have a guest.
Just normally, hey, Jeff.
Lacy looks slightly panicked.
It's okay. Apparently, this is Lucien's brother. Didn't know he had one.
Yeah.
I don't think
Amanda's
wanted us
just
to know.
given
I'm
up
not
even
surprised.
bothering hiding anything in the house at this point. She's just like,
I'll see it eventually.
They are beyond the threshold. The point of no safer term has been well passed.
Yeah.
Bring on the weird.
Right, he's our
Honestly,
living
though, I'm not
ghost.
surprised. Living.
Our living ghost.
He's our living ghost.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's what's known as a ghost.
Kind of nods and continues walking back into the dining room toward the study.
Yeah. Lucian's like walking out with a cup of coffee at some point. So what the hell are you doing here, David? Family business? You'd be aware of that. Why the fuck do they care? They have their reasons.
What family business?
It's listening a little more
As long
intently now,
as we
by the
don't
way.
have to fight any more giant spiders, I don't really care what their family business is.
Look, if it's got anything to do with monsters, it's gonna come back to bite us in the butt, so...
Let's just say one of our ancestors kinda made a pact. That
pact?
most of the family has benefited from. Except for one of us every generation. Just pointed look to Lucian.
Oh, if only you knew.
What are you talking about? He's very helpful. Maybe not
I was about to
descriptive.
say.
He is, how best to describe this? He kind of serves as a vessel to... I don't fucking know, but a vessel to something. Something. If I can get this accent straight, this would be lovely.
It'd be quite lovely, wouldn't it? It'd be quite
just
lovely,
about.
indeed.
A vessel?
Yeah. A vessel.
And you were gonna mention that when?
Over my corpse.
You know, I'm starting to regret moving in here.
Are you, though?
I mean, we don't
Most
enjoy
of
you
my
waking
day.
up screaming, but that's, you know.
Look, I don't enjoy that either.
In front of your room. It is quite terrifying.
Says the ghost!
I love him already.
Lacy, I think he would prefer departed.
Ghost is fine.
Hey, he's the living ghost.
Now, out of character, would David still be holding, like, the pamphlet? Please?
Or no, that's like, that was in
Amanda's
like a
gonna
pocket
go
or
into the
something.
kitchen and come out with, like,
Oh,
eating pieces
sure.
of, like,
Oh.
raw meat. Because she just doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Eating like raw beef, essentially.
Yeah, she's got it, like, diced up all nice and neat and is just sitting on the couch eating.
All nice and refrigerated and cubed up.
Yeah,
You
basically.
know? Just like throw it in a bowl, just pull it out like popcorn.
So, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna be blunt with this, but I'm well aware of Lucian's situation, and forgive the phrasing it, but what the hell is wrong with the rest of you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm a ghost.
She just kind of stares at him and eats another piece of meat.
Before we tell you what's wrong with us, what's wrong with you?
Well, you see, funny you put that. He just does this gesture with his hand, and like you see his hand catch on fire.
Ah! Pyromaniac!
That's
Nice!
cool.
He does another gesture, it's now ice.
Ah, less exciting. Less fire.
More useful.
Fair.
You can use magic.
In varying degrees, yeah.
Lacy's now looking over at Lucien. Is that where you got the book?
No, the Cryptoan has some interesting tomes as of late.
Welcome to Monster of the Week, Lourdes.
Hi, Lord.
Yeah.
Welcome, Lotus.
Welcome to the house. I'm apparently the family pet.
In other words, she's a werewolf.
Ah, lycanthropy. I guess that would explain the wards.
I'm the
Lucien
exception.
took care of them.
Kind of figured. I'm surprised you went through the effort to make this. It was Lucien, right?
Yes.
Fuck you, David.
As for me, there's nothing
He's
wrong
gonna
with
stay
me.
Illusion's just gonna stay mostly silent through all this.
I beg to differ. There are many things wrong with you.
I don't use magic. And I'm not a werewolf. Nor am I a mind trick Jedi. I'm the most normal out of us.
Mine.
Sorry, nor am I a
Jedi, you
ghost.
say. Huh.
These are weapons.
You definitely have been progressing, brother. Lucian's just not having this. It's just. It's.
Jay turns to walk back, walk towards the kitchen, and as he walks by Lucien, just puts his hand on his shoulder. You can deck him anytime. And just keeps walking.
Let's not do that to the guests.
Oh, I said it. I said it hopefully quiet enough to where no one else can
She
hear.
is a wolf. I don't know if she would hear
You
that,
know what,
to
that's
be fair.
fair.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like they
fair.
would roll for that.
I don't even know what you would roll for that.
Yeah.
Probably not. But werewolf being able to hear it would make sense.
Yeah, we'll go with, because you have pretty decent hearing and sense of smell. You
And
did
it's
hear
a
it.
small room.
Yes.
That's-
Yeah.
that's- I
I'm
mean,
hoping the others didn't hear is what my main goal was.
That's all you guys hear. And let's not do that to our guests.
it's a 20 feet by 15-foot room, so
Yeah.
I would. Keeps walking.
I apologize for them.
Nothing to apologize for.
It's quite alright.
How long are you in town for?
Well, kind of been tasked with keeping an eye on him. Lucien. But
Babies hitting
yeah, I don't know. Until I'm told not to.
Do you have a place to stay?
You see, funny thing about that. They didn't exactly send me with room and board. Lucian's just staring at him.
Lucien, do you want a roommate?
I was about to say we can put him up here.
walks back out. Found it. And he's like holding a gun, just kind of.
Where do
Finishing
you
wiping
keep
it down.
those? Like, I don't even find those when I clean the
Are they-
house.
Are they just hiding all over the house? Did you just, like, armor the house? Is that what you've done?
No.
Hey,
I just, this one kind of just fell back behind the counter. I had to look for it.
I knew I missed
I was cleaning it the other day.
Cleaning.
I was cleaning it earlier, set it down, and it must have fell back behind something. I just finally found
Could
it.
you keep those in your area, please?
Keep them
Listen.
in the garage.
Listen.
Please stop doing that.
By the way, he's holding it by the.
I love how
not
this is
the,
a
he's not holding it
normal-
by the handle.
I love how
He's
this
not
is a
really
normal
going to
conversation in front of David, too. This is just like...
Yeah.
Listen, I will put them where I need to, where I can get to them quickly. As for the whole staying here situation, he's just pointing the back of the
Belt.
gun at David. As for the staying here situation,
The handle, yeah.
you'd have to probably sleep on the couch. And then we just walk towards the garage.
I would
I
volunteer my
also
room, but I
have-
don't want to wake up to Lacy screaming.
I also have infirmary beds. They're not the most comfortable, but they'll do.
Infirmary. Okay, what the hell are you people doing?
Well, you see...
We can-
Getting into trouble that is unnecessary.
Says the one who stole
well,
a dagger.
she's technically died once.
Yeah.
Getting in unnecessary trouble. Says the one who stole a dagger.
I didn't steal it!
Basically,
Just
she's our medic.
Borrowed.
Borrowed with no intention of giving back.
Yeah.
We kind of
So,
get a little
Bar
hurt.
road.
Sometimes.
Okay, one more very important question.
Mm.
How long has he been leading you two on?
Whoa,
sorry?
what?
Like Jay's react. What?
I mean, there
You
are
two.
rumors of those
No,
two,
no.
and she points to Lucien and Lacy.
I take him to a hospital one time!
The whole thing of how long he's been leading you two on.
I mean, no.
I'm not following.
I have to carry his ass. What are you talking about?
I see.
Lacey's looking back at Lucien and like, what the hell?
Like, the face palm is at least cranked up to 22.5.
So, concussion.
Like
Just-
through the head.
Just
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. It also may or may not have been obvious on David's face that he was just saying that to fuck with Lucien.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to go very well. I can already tell.
But yeah, I can hijack a bunk in the infirmary.
Great, I'll show you.
I'm gonna go to
Watch
the
out! Watch out for
library.
blood splatter that didn't get cleaned up.
I clean everything down there. Shut it.
Yeah, Amanda's gonna go chill in the library. Fuck it, she's gonna go read with the ghost.
Alright, so we're gonna
Reach for the
fast forward
ghost.
again.
Lucian's just gonna be in the kitchen right after that, just going, I fucking hate him.
Because we're gonna go to the next day.
Oh no!
The next day.
Oh no. Only a day after.
Please tell me Lucien hasn't killed David already.
David's only been there for a day, and I
And
need
Lucien's
some
already killed him.
weird rolls from
Weird. Okay.
Weird.
Okay, here we go.
so we're gonna
Oh, right.
Well,
Spider's the
Oh.
only one who's not brave enough.
I am not. Roll 20 does not like me. Okay.
It's fine during other sessions
I'm not gonna die tonight.
Good.
that you know of.
Maybe.
I'm planning on not dying tonight. That's an 8 for
Better.
me.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey, we both got
Twinsies.
8. Twins.
Twinsies.
Oh boy. When the music changes, murk.
Always a fun time.
So, we're going to start with Lacy. You got an
Okay.
8.
Yes, I
You
did.
get a vague hint about the mystery.
I like fake hints. Fake hints are good.
It's appears to be morning. You're currently in the parking lot. What looks to be one of the many campsites. This one is known as the Riverbend campsite. You're heading down the northern, not trail, it's more of a road, because there's like multiple spots where people can set up they can drive down to set up their tents and all that. And there's like, safe campsites, essentially. Safe.
Mhm.
As long as you obey the rules and don't go too far in the woods and all that,
Mhm.
as the park rangers say.
Yep.
There's a single car. And that's what you see.
Oh. I was about to ask if I recognize the car.
No.
Oh.
Lucien, you also got an 8. Which means for you, you get clouded images of something bad that is yet to happen. Mark experience if you stop it. You see what appears to be the just a police officer currently. What you see. They're currently getting out of the police station, going on their way to their cars. There's this mist building up around the area. And then your vision shifts as you're watching him from the outside. You see the movement of your vision. As you quickly dart toward this police officer, and there's just a spray of blood.
Somebody
Your
sold-
focus.
Slim Jim.
It is 11. You look at the car that is currently getting in. You can see his phone lying on it, set, and the timer or the clock says 11:49 at night.
Alright.
Amanda's probably doing
Also,
her morning
yeah.
routine of making everybody breakfast and coffee.
Also, I'm currently looking at the Withrow group chat. And
I would love to, but I can't.
okay, so the twinsies comment was made. So I put twin Z's and then put 2 Z's next to each other, and then we put a thing of from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Oh. Gee,
Mhm.
thanks, V.
Beautiful.
Love you, buddy.
Also, thank you, Nightbot, for actually doing something well for once.
So why do you hate your brother so much?
It's a long story. Although I guess, to be fair, it's less him, more a family in general.
I won't pry, but I am curious.
Later. He just walks out of the room.
Okay. I'll keep making breakfast.
So currently, I imagine Lacy's pocket is glowing.
Yeah. She took her time coming downstairs this morning. She actually felt pretty good and got her dressed. She didn't feel any urgency. She just saw a vision of the campsite. That was it. But yeah, she'll take a look at the rock.
This one is glowing kind of like almost like a smoky color.
Did something happen last night?
Oh, I'm assuming you had yours.
Well, I'm not sure.
Oh.
It seemed too normal. It was just a campsite. One of the regular ones. There was a car. I didn't really see much. Just, I don't know.
You ever seen a cop killed in first person?
No comment.
You're from the kitchen, maybe.
David.
David is just watching this go down.
Look, just all you hear is no comment and maybe.
Just looking at
Lacy
the door.
will just set the rock on the coffee table. Is everybody? Are we in the living room or in the kitchen?
I'm assuming Amanda's gonna come out hearing that. Yeah.
I was like, why? Who wants to know? Just I mean, why? Who wants to know what it looks like?
You know.
I was kidding.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Kind of side glance at Amanda.
We're a little busy sometime tonight around 11:40ish, give or take.
I'm free. Well, thankfully you and I both are, because the store ain't rebuilt yet.
Bookstore won't be open.
I'd rather be asleep, but I've got a feeling we're all going to be going on this anyways.
So this is what you people do.
More or less.
Amanda,
Interesting.
ghost hunters. And she just kind of puts the quotes, just like completely just,
You see Jeff walk in and then back out.
Don't worry, Jeff. Not you. You're a good person. You're staying here with us.
I mostly follow them on their shenanigans.
She yells at us to run a lot.
And she makes sure we don't die.
Huh.
Would you like to join us on this excursion?
Do you really want to do that?
You can probably watch him get beat up a lot. He tends to get pretty hurt. And she points to Lucien.
So where are we going, Lucien?
Because he's an idiot.
You don't say. Lucien, ignoring that, just going, it's just outside the police station.
What's the campsite have to do with this, though?
I honestly have no idea. I didn't even realize that it happened until I saw the stone this morning.
So I'm just guessing at it. Psychic, kind of.
No, it's I honestly have no idea.
Yes, you see stuff before it happens.
Well, sort of.
You know what? I can accept this. So I'm guessing, since that you saw he saw a cop die, fighting whatever the fuck this thing is at that location. Think that.
More stopping to make
And
sure.
for some reason, I'm talking with my hands while no one can see this.
Fair. Because there is a remedy for that. You know, there's a remedy for that.
Oh, good God. What exactly did you see besides the attack? What did it do?
Person go.
Well, there was a mist, and it hopped into the cop's car after the fact.
No, just you could see the phone had landed out of the pocket.
Oh,
Or so.
okay. Yes, so there was mist, and it was Pansy.
So another animal? Can we please stop with these really bad animal type things? Because I can't.
Do I
Please.
have to go
We just dealt with
hunting again?
spiders.
Do you prefer another intelligent one, Lacy?
I don't know.
The spiders were intelligent, to be fair.
You know,
Yeah.
They did
Maybe-
set
I
a trap.
prefer none
were
of it.
organized.
I really prefer none of it.
You know, maybe we'll get lucky and it's just Stephen King's Cujo come to life.
Please no. I couldn't sleep after we watched that.
I mean,
I thought it was a
it'd
good
be,
movie.
it'd be easier. It'd be easier to clean up the situation. You gotta put a dog down.
Hey,
You
we
know.
don't talk about that in this house.
You're a wolf.
I don't care.
Oh, here's a man. I don't care.
We'll talk about putting dogs down.
Cover your ears next time. I'll let you know to cover your ears.
We don't have enough to go looking for what it is.
You guys already have me wearing this, and she points to the choker. I have a damn tracker.
To be fair, you don't have to wear it all the time.
No, but when she feels like she's gonna go out for the day, she'll wear it.
Fair.
When you chip
So
your dog.
what are we?
Yes, they
So
chipped the
early.
dog.
Hey, don't blame me. Oh wait. Yes, blame me.
So what, are we just
I'm-
supposed to stake out the police station?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Did you recognize which cop it was?
What do you have?
I don't think he's had a lot of run-in with the cops. There's not a lot of them there, but it looks like a
Think
younger
so.
one.
Could he give a
Oh, good, it wasn't-
description for Jay, maybe?
Good, it wasn't Detective Dick.
No, that was.
It wasn't Richard.
Oh my gosh.
The person was Looks like maybe they were in their early 20s. Brown hair. Didn't really get a good look at this too much. Like it was dark. So you don't know what color eyes he had or anything like that.
Mhm.
Caucasian. Doesn't sound familiar to you, Jay. You have had a bit more running with the cops and have some friends in the force.
New recruit, maybe?
Yeah, it seems newer.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Also,
That narrows it
declare-
down.
to clarify real quick, he hasn't had a lot of run-in with the cops here.
Yeah, here. But you
The
do
one
have friends
incident
in
at the
force
school,
here.
that's it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I came here.
It would at least
Didn't have some
narrow it
friends.
down, and we know that they're young
Yeah.
and might be
Yeah.
a new recruit.
Yeah.
And what you saw, Lacy, you saw happen during the day. as
Yeah.
well.
Mine was during the daytime, so I don't know.
It was
there
already
any-
there.
Buildings, police station.
What was that?
What's across from the police station?
Across from the police station is their parking. Literally, there's the police station, and there's across the street. There's all their paddy wagons and stuff like that they have.
Okay.
There's not really any buildings actually, because they take up like a whole, almost like a block,
Yeah.
where not all cars, because there's not that many.
Yeah.
But they do have like backup vehicles. They have they have like some jeeps for going out into the forest and stuff like that. They
Yeah.
have
Vans for big bus, throw like 5 people in the back.
yeah, and they also have essentially what is a warehouse, and that's where they can keep not necessarily evidence lockup because that's in the main building, but they have outdoor supplies like stuff to fix the cars and stuff like that, so they can fix it there.
I guess using real life knowledge, most go on their graveyard shifts around 5 or 6 p.m. We could stake it out and see if we see anybody that fits a description.
Good.
Because they're going to have to come out to get into the car.
This still
Go in to check
feels
in.
like a bad idea.
Oh hell, be right back.
Okay.
Take your time.
Yeah,
That didn't sound good.
not sure this is fine.
Still sounds like a bad idea, though. Staking out a police station?
Everything we do is a bad idea.
Again, it
I
wouldn't be the-
remind you of this every time.
And I still remind you, it's still a bad idea!
It wouldn't be the first time.
For you, maybe.
First, we need to figure out if we can find this campsite and this car that you saw.
Well, I know where the campsite is.
You know what road you took or to go up to that where that car was parked.
I know where everything is, it's just I don't know why it's connected to everything.
You don't think you saw the morning after?
I don't know. I told you I didn't even realize that it was a vision until this morning.
Should probably wait till he comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how's everybody?
How
Doing
y'all
well.
doing? I need to get some water.
Go get water!
I have coffee and booze.
I have
Get
Mountain Dew.
water!
So I'm gonna get some
Dew.
water. 'Cause my
Mountain
My
Dew.
throat-
You got it there
my
right
throat
there.
be dry right now. 'Cause
You
I'm
got that
sick.
Mountain Dew right here. No, no, no.
So
Go get your
kind
water.
of off.
Get your water, Fluffy. You get your water, boy. Oh, hell no.
Don't you want to be on the full page?
Oh, hell no.
Be right back.
Oh my goodness.
Also,
Oh.
when we're talking about as far as the police station, you see what gif I had to put in there, right? I am
you
not
know-
going back to jail.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I'm looking at your picture on my OBS lighting up every time you talk.
I love.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
I love Fluffy's. This is gonna go real poorly.
Totally fine. This is what people see now. Quality content, everybody.
Yeah, right.
Hey, guess what?
Hmm.
Quality content.
Oh dear god, what did you post now? Oh god, what the fuck is that?
It's Magikarp.
I know what it is, but what the fuck?
Why?
That's how it gets across on dry land.
You know... Clipped it. Here you go, Laura.
Oh,
What is
okay.
it that he just
What I
posted?
miss?
Hail to the
Fluffy
mountain.
went
Hi,
out
welcome
water.
back.
Oh,
Amanda's questioning whether Lacy saw the morning after thing.
Oh my,
Saw
the morning.
car.
Oh.
I mean, if it
With her
wasn't
vision and stuff.
it's
I
possible.
as
Because this is the real life thing. It's possible he went out there on a random call to check something out in his uniform in his own car. That's why she has this theory.
that's fair. I did ask if I recognized the car, and I was told
'Cause-
no, so I don't know.
Yeah, because a deputy would not have
So
their own
crying out-
vehicle. Their own police
Crying out
vehicle.
loud, Lourdes, what did you call it?
That's the only reason that she has this theory.
Where is the clip, Lourdes?
That's fair.
What'd you do with it?
You can send it to me and I'll post it.
So it's more of
Lourdes put it in your clips box.
I'll go play. I'll go
there he is.
I can't
AFK
click
mistakes.
away! Because it'll show my Discord. God damn it.
AFK mistake.
Oh hell no!
Oh, hell to the no.
Oh hail to them now!
Oh.
Did now?
Oh, yeah.
No!
Hi, Fluffy.
Is he back yet or no?
Yes.
Huzzah!
Drag. I think he muted again.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello!
Welcome back.
Hi, welcome
I was watching the ting.
Oh.
Yes.
Fair.
Oh,
Okay.
hell. Oh,
Thanks for the
hell.
clip, Lourdes.
So,
Lourdes,
you guys-
stop being Clip Ninja.
Never.
You are
What?
Clip
Never
Ninja.
stop
Flip
that.
Ninja. Flip Ninja is like best.
Yeah.
Lourdes is Clip Ninja. Lourdes gets any
Harpy
clip.
usually clips stuff for me when she's here.
Fair.
clip!
Ninja. Go.
God.
But anyways, sorry.
No die.
Stop dying.
No dying.
No promises.
Actually, to be fair, if he dies, more likely our characters will survive.
Fair?
No.
No.
Fox just says, fair?
Don't. Kill the DM.
No, Fluffy. No.
No.
But then
Yeah.
our characters
Believe it or
can't
not.
continue their story.
Exactly.
If I
Believe
So
it or
in
not,
that
I
case,
need
they die.
the
Detonates.
emotional trauma.
I have set it up so the whole world detonates.
Oh. Well,
Oh, good.
Well, now I know how the world ends. Not with a bang, but with Fluffy's death.
Yes.
Anyways, so
Well, technically with a bang, too, though.
are you guys going to the park? Or the campsite, rather?
Probably check that out first.
Yes.
Since we know the person's
we've
gonna be
got
on some type
time.
of night call or shift.
Yeah.
We probably need to take the truck because we've got an extra person now.
Amanda doesn't mind riding in the back.
The back has kind of been Lucian's go-to spot on the truck, to be honest.
That's where she goes to a lot. I've noticed, like, that's just kind of where they sit now.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
Lacy's
the best
inside.
zapping spot.
Yes, Lacy is inside, probably in the passenger seat. Unless we're actually going to hunt
Typically.
something down, then she hides in the back.
Typically, yes.
Like, then
Alright,
she
so-
hides in the back.
So you make your way there and
Make them all way
following
downtown. Well,
following
fast,
Lacy's
fast.
direction, you follow the path, and you, as you round the corner through past the trees, Lacy, you see that car.
No way.
So one part there at the moment.
Hmm.
I get out of the car and go check it out.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
You closer. Coppery scent hits your nostrils.
Let's go find a dead body. And let's
Let's
go
go
find
find
a
a
dead
dead
body.
body.
I slow down when that scent hits me.
Yeah.
Seeing her slow down, I'm gonna yeah.
Yeah, Amanda's
Well,
Amanda
over.
catches it a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably
Amanda gets us when we pull up.
she catches it pretty much like maybe 10 feet behind Amanda.
Yeah, she's gonna go check out the car. A bit closer.
Let's go find a dead.
I'm still going to check the car out, just not as
Yeah,
Quickly.
she's gonna
Like,
look
oh my
through the
gosh, oh my gosh, oh my
window and
god.
things like that.
Oh my god, dead body.
No
Oh god.
dying!
Ah! Sorry.
No dying!
Yes. No
All right.
dying. What that
so-
one to my left said.
As you, like, Amanda, you're looking through the window.
Mm-hmm.
You see the door on the other side is not there. This is like a small Jeep, essentially.
Oh. Well, it's strong.
That or the door just fucking disappeared.
Guess she'll go
Do we
to
see
other
the door
side.
laying anywhere?
As you guys look around, the door is. You do see the door as you run around the front, man. And you're looking around, and you kind of look toward the tree line, and you see the door is currently embedded in one of the trees.
I'm gonna go with what Amanda said.
It's strong.
Yeah, that's a viable option.
I'm gonna look actually inside the car where the door was ripped off.
Yeah, as you peek in the corner, you see that whole seat is just caked in blood,
Mm.
and the whole side, the passenger side, there's a pool right where something was right there, and like
So there's
dragged
no-
up a bit.
Oh.
There's no body. It looks like they were dragged
I-
out of the car a little bit, and then there's just a pool of blood and nothing.
I cover my mouth and I'm taking like several steps away.
Oh, good. So it eats people.
I'm-
Cool.
Jay is going to go. Okay, so you said dragged out of the vehicle, pool of blood. He's going to look around this thing, see if he sees any drops of blood, like going off in a direction.
Nope.
Ow. Clean up nice.
Yeah. Even I can't clean up this well.
Do we really?
I don't know.
have
You
to?
did wonders for my dining room table.
Well, that took a lot of bleach. And crap and cleaning products.
Don't forget the trash bags.
Fair.
Do we really have to go after this one? This one?
Do you want it to eat people and you?
No!
Okay. Then we're going after it.
I don't like it. I'm getting really, really bad vibes all over again.
Does she catch any, like,
No.
scent to anything unusual, animal, or anything that's not deer or whatever the fuck would normally be around here?
There's no. The really only scent you're getting is the scent of the blood. It's
So strong.
pretty strong right here. It's because it doesn't seem fresh, but you would know because for hunting, it seems whoever was killed here rather was probably killed early in the morning.
Hmm.
This is only from a few hours ago. At
You
least.
see, appears to be a purse inside the car.
Guess check it for an ID or something, yeah.
You see, it appears to be Claire Bennett's. Bennne. S. Venice. Recognize her. She usually she works also in the first shop that Lacy works at.
Oh my gosh. You're kidding.
Apparently
Couple
not.
more hours.
Did you know her well?
I mean, we were coworkers, so we kind of chatted a little bit, but
Did she mention anything about going on a trip or camping with anybody? I don't know why she would be out here alone.
She's not like seeing anyone or married or anything like that. She's honestly has no family here. She kind of moved in from somewhere else.
she didn't have anybody here.
Huh.
Do I remember if she mentioned going hiking or...
You know, she liked the outdoors, so that's one reason she moved out here.
She probably just came out here to hike.
And probably tried to run from whatever this is or got caught while she was trying to leave.
Looks like Drake is muted.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it's okay, sniffle fit, it's fine. Allergies there,
We're all kind of sick, so don't.
Yeah.
To be
What do you mean
fair.
I mean, sick in the head, yes, but
You
I
know,
have a
that's
cough.
every day, that's different.
Sniffles. Fluffy's got
I
a
have a
cough.
cough.
You have sniffles. It's fine.
Fair.
I'm actually healthy for once.
How dare
For now.
you?
You will eventually
Hey Jay,
catch something
get
through
really close to
osmosis.
the camera for a second.
It's gone viral!
Viral!
Oh my gosh.
Everyone watching this room is now sick. It's fine.
Yes.
What
Well,
have you
shit.
done?
Oh no.
No,
Oh my
Lourdes is just getting
gosh.
over bronchitis. Don't do that to her. That to poor Lourdes.
So what is Lucien and David doing?
David's basically sitting here like he looks like he's taking notes on everything. Like just the occasional. Okay. Scribble, scribble. Yes, he totally has a notepad that he's writing in for some reason.
Jay probably has like a holster that has his revolver in it. He's just gonna unclip that.
Right.
'Cause
One
he probably can-
detail.
Oh no.
Sorry, go on.
Oh no, you first.
So one thing I forgot to mention about David, he kind of has this kind of thing on his back that looks as if it's carrying something.
So. Huh? Okay.
Something.
There is a case. There is a mysterious case with mysterious stuff. With mysteriousness.
Lovely.
There's a mysterious case of mystery.
Like what kind of rectangular, square, circle?
Rectangular.
It's Lynn's backpack with a cat in it. Don't worry about it.
No. It's
Almost like a long square rectangle box, basically.
Kinda, yeah. Like just long enough to fit an heirloom. He has a sword. Okay, there's a sword in the box.
I was kind of thinking that actually as you were saying. I was like, only thing I think of as far as that would be a ceremonial sword of some sort.
An heirloom sword. There's distinction.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Fancy.
Well, I mean, he does wear a sweater vest.
Yeah.
But of course.
He is fancy.
But yeah, he's going to continuously hear the you know.
Mhm.
He's going to unclip his holster as far as unclip the
Revolver.
little. Yeah,
44 or 38.
38.
Scribble.
He didn't bring the 44 with him this time, but next time he might because he keeps hearing the 2
To be fair, like he's not doing it that often. It's just on occasion that is some like that is a thing he does.
I mean, that's fair.
Rip off someone's face again.
So, what's the typical process on this? Like, do we call someone about this first pod, then track the thing?
We usually just kinda... Actually, most of the time we don't call anyone. We just leave this here for the cops to find later. But we try to save the lives of the person. Now that I think about it, we actually don't do anything.
Okay.
To be fair, though, usually we don't find this.
We've found dead bodies before.
We found dead bodies. We haven't found massive pools of blood.
True. Should
I'm
we
gonna
call
wait in the
and
car.
say that we were coming up here to do some hiking or camping and just, like, have them come out and take a look? That might put more people at risk, though, if they find it right away.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
I
there is
already
one
know
issue.
One cop dies.
There is one issue, though, now.
Hmm.
Touched her purse.
True.
Yep.
So, we do have
Shut
to do
up, fingerprint
something.
boy.
We do have to do something.
Yeah.
How close... Okay. How close is the car to the edge of the woods? Like, is it in the middle of, like, kind of a
It's
dirt
in the-
clearing since the campsite?
Yeah, it's in the middle of dirt clearing. And there's the road because like the road veers to the right to go into the clearing, but there's also no road that continues forward. And then there's the forest line. That kind of, and there's also the one that kind of encompasses, but the closest one is across the road from it. And it's basically parked up right up against the where the road, so it technically just go around the road and go.
So we do have to do something now. We want to burn a car.
Why would we burn? What is it
No.
with you and arson?
Nope, I'm not doing it. No, I get in the car and I'm
Not
just gonna
setting
sit there.
things on fire in the forest. The only time I was okay with that was with the spiders.
If we had done that with the spiders, we wouldn't be standing in the middle of the clearing in the forest now.
Yes,
Shit,
because
hold on,
all the
Mike.
trees would be
That's what I was
dead, and
backing
you
up.
wouldn't have to worry about it. Okay.
Where's it? Like, yeah, help.
Help. Help. Welcome
Science?
back, help.
I couldn't find the I couldn't find the big red leave call button. It's fine.
Oh,
Just so you know, it's the big red one.
But you
To
know,
be fair,
this-
it's also on the little side part still.
I didn't have this. Oh shit.
Don't worry, don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. It's the big red one that says leave call.
My God.
By God.
But God, they figured it out.
All right, but so I missed most, if not all, of the plan.
We're gonna burn the
he
car and
wants
hide
to
the
burn
evidence.
the car, and we were talking about how she was okay with that with the spiders, and now they're talking about how there wouldn't be a forest if we did.
If we had burned the forest when the spiders were the thing, we wouldn't be dealing with the thing that killed the thing in the forest.
I
There's a thing we couldn't have
mean,
burned
we're
in
not
there.
exactly in a dry season here.
To be fair, also the car
we're
is
not exactly in California, so everything's fine.
See, he's okay with it.
To be fair, probably from where it's positioned, unless you turn it into a giant raging fireball, it probably won't spread.
The problem I have is they won't find out who it is right away if we do that.
Yeah.
Not without DNA work.
Yeah.
Fingerprinting doesn't take as long as you think it does.
I'm talking about the blood.
A charred car. Fire doesn't exactly leave fingerprints.
No, but Amanda does when she touches the woman's purse.
Yeah, but I don't see what the problem is with still calling them and saying I just would check their
Yeah.
ID to see if they were around. You'd
I'll
be
let one of you make
surprised.
the phone call.
Yeah.
You're making a phone call?
Yeah.
What, you want your friend to clean up the thing again? That poor guy.
I'm not calling Nelson. Nelson's not being called for this. I'll make the phone call.
Okay. Oh, you're calling the cops?
Yeah, to report it as far as... And we did... And I will mention as far as we checked the purse as far as woman's ID.
Give the name
And
and,
there-
stuff.
Yeah, and there is somebody here as far as that'll be willing to give their fingerprints to clear them as far as from it.
Alright.
I just realized we have an employee.
To be
Trying to
fair,
have an
she is also
excuse to
wearing
go hiking.
foot gloves, but I don't remember if they were fingerless or not.
I think they're fingerless.
They were fingerless for the claws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Finger.
And I also realized we have the perfect excuse to go hiking. Hey, look, this dude's brother is here from out of town, and we want to show him nature or some shit.
Bingo! Just hope he's got it.
Yeah, because I'm sure they know Lucien very well.
So the cops do arrive. Richard.
Oh shit, there's two of them.
Richard! Really have to stop meeting like this with Richard.
We
You know.
do. Alright. Someone takes your fingerprints, Amanda, to kind of compare.
Ugh.
Make sure there's
And
no
they-
others, basically.
Yeah. Well, a couple cops were kind of. There's currently 3 with him. You recognize them from at the school.
Mm.
2 of them are currently by the one tree, looking at the door that's just embedded probably about a good 2-3 inches in the tree.
Good Lord.
Did you forget about that?
No.
The one's kind of scratching his head like, what the fuck? And the other one is currently taking samples from the blood and photographing everything, basically.
Is one of them the new guy that
No.
we're looking? Okay.
These all seem to. 2 of them are, beside 2 of them are cops. The other one appears to be
The
more
forensics
just
guy.
the forensics individual.
Bag and tag.
I
So
mean,
there's no body when you got here.
Mm-mm.
Not at all. We even looked a little bit into the woods there to see. Nothing.
Called her name out.
No. One of the cops kind of comes around. He's kind of now looking in the car. He's got like the blue gloves on, so he doesn't leave any fingerprints. He kind of, as he kind of leans in, kind of like a bit more. He pulls out and he gets on the other side and kind of gets the door open and leans in on that side. Sir, you're gonna want to see this. Richard kind of walks over, looks at it. Huh. A little extreme, but I don't think they had anything to do with it. You guys can leave. Thank you for your statements.
I'm
As-
gonna
as-
poke my head out of the truck. What's going on? Is everything okay?
Yep, we just may not want to go hiking today.
Well, sorry, David. You won't be seeing any of those birds you were looking for.
there's always some indistinct point in the future, some shit like that. I don't know.
Can you tell what happened to Claire?
Some sort of animal, from what I could tell. Not sure what happened with the door, per se.
That
This-
part, I didn't know either, to be honest.
He motions you, Lacy, because he knows that you worked in the same place.
Yeah. I'll go over.
He points what he saw, and you see in the, like, right underneath of the front, the driver's side,
Mhm.
in the floor are, like, 3 long claw marks into the carpet.
3, that's odd.
Oh my god.
Monster Energy can. Don't worry.
You actually went and subbed to that person.
Maybe.
I've been debating because I love their Lin emote.
Look, maybe.
But yeah, it's you're not sure if it has only 3 claws or if those are only dug in.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you had to say something about raptors earlier, didn't you, Drag?
That's usually.
Well, I couldn't find my
Free
acid.
claw man.
I mean, they wouldn't devour a whole body, though. I mean, if you look at history, there will be bones or something left behind.
Yeah.
Find some other T-Rex.
There would have been
Okay.
some more damage to the car if it was bigger like that.
You know, with the scratch marks, did they look like they were like angled from the door?
Looking at it and kind of looking the way the doors, it looked like whatever it was, its claws, they had to come in from the open door. So it means they reached in from the
Okay.
passenger side and clawed into the floor.
Oh, good
Okay.
lord.
So you don't know if it kind of pulled itself in and tried to pull her out. What happened?
Oh god, this thing is a
Sings big.
pretty big thing. Fucking hell. Why? He said chupacabra.
Now the other cops are kind of left over, leaving the car door embedded in the tree alone for now. Because they cannot get it unbedded currently. One of you, you can. Are you guys leaving, or are you going to investigate any more?
Lacey's run back to the car and gotten in and just buried her face in her hands at this point.
Yeah, Lucien at some point when they're not in a place where people, where cops can look at us going, "What's wrong with his eyes, man?" He's gonna tune in.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
For the weird. Yeah.
So you're kind of laying in the back of the truck so none of the cops see.
Yeah, Amanda's probably sitting back there with him anyways, waiting to go.
Alright, on a 10
So,
up.
on a 10. Okay, gonna go with where this thing is.
Mm-hmm.
How can I attract it?
Mm-hmm.
And what devious plan is this thing cooking?
Alright. Well, I can enter how you can get its attention and what plan is it, and the same thing. You get a sense of a hunger, but not for any animals. It seems specifically crave human. As for where it is, it seems to be, from what you can tell, look, it's very dark from where it is, but it seems to be in some sort of cave.
Interesting.
Riverway still, currently.
So this one's a cave dweller. Or most likely.
There are a lot of caves around here.
Entrance powerful enough. A door into a tree about 2 or 3 inches. I mean, it's probably very quick, which means making the blanket statement of it's only been a few hours since this happened.
It did rush something in his vision faster than the guy could react.
And then, psst. Yeah.
To be fair, so.
It's been a while since I had the chance to freeze something.
Yeah, just don't get yourself killed, newbie.
I like my odds.
Can we just go, please?
Yes, yes. I'm assuming we've already been driving. Yeah, we're just like talking through the window at this
You guys
point.
are driving back.
Yeah.
As Lucien relays the information, are you guys? What's your next course of action? What's your next plan?
We gotta figure out who the cop is. Somehow.
No, not driving circle, Spotsky. My person drives better than that.
Well, I am new in town. Could totally visit there, get a new person in town briefing like thing. It sounded better in my head, but that.
Claire didn't have anyone in town to check in on if they found anything.
I think he just needs to introduce himself to the officers and see if he can find him.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh god, the officers are probably going to think Lucy's trying to play a prank on them.
We could pretend we're giving him a tour.
That's true. Do that.
Get him used to everything anyways.
Alright. So you guys, are you guys gonna wait until closer to night to try to catch this cop before he gets attacked?
Probably closer to when we would think a graveyard shift would start, yeah.
Okay.
Because Jay has friends there, we could be like, well, he's introducing some of his friends to the new person in town.
Yeah, it'd pretty much be a go in. I'd immediately branch off of everybody and go find friend. So who's the newest guy?
Take me to your rookie.
Take me to your rookie.
The rookie would be, let's see. Came with a first name. Not gonna come up with they just call him Ben.
Ben. Uncle Ben? Uncle Ben, no.
He's a little green around the ears.
He is greeny.
Just fresh from the academy, and this is where they sent him.
I was about to say, he's from out of town.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor sap.
It'll be fine, they said. They'll give you an easy assignment, they said.
He probably was
Not
just
be
literally
unsolved.
doing a patrol, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it'll be fine, they said. You'll have an easy time in a small town, they said.
To be fair, this is a
Nothing weird
small
happens
town with
here.
several unsolved murders.
Yeah, that they are aware of, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This poor sap.
It's fine. We'll save his life, and then we'll have a cop friend, and then we can talk with our cop friend about cop friend things, like
So
how he's a
is
cop
he-
friend.
Is he here? Are we able to like meet him?
Uh,
Or...
He's currently just about because you said you wanted to go when the graveyard shift starts. So he's about to go on patrol.
Time to follow someone?
And what, you just gonna follow the cop car around the city?
I mean, I don't know. What are we doing?
Well, before he would probably head out to his car. Amanda, can I borrow your choker?
Sure.
Jay would probably go over to the car that probably would have been directed him towards, as far as, hey, that's his car.
We know that he's out of the car when he gets attacked.
Exactly. But I'm gonna do something with said choker that has a tracker in it.
You're gonna put it in the car?
Bless
Okay.
you.
We'll have to make sure to claim that later.
Yeah. That shouldn't be too hard to get it back when we stop this. Bless you again.
I see. Okay. So you're just let him go on patrol?
Mhm.
Well, knowing where he is? Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of watching the app essentially on your phone.
Probably staying far enough back so it's not weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're able to kind of keep tails of him. He's doing just a normal kind of patrol. Doesn't seem to stop really at all.
Mhm.
At least not until about 11 o'clock. He goes back to the police station
Mhm.
for a lunch break.
Oh, he's gonna get attacked outside the police station, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are kind of sitting a little bit back. We watch him get out of his car. He goes inside. You guys just gonna sit there and watch or wait?
Nobody would be in that lot as far as
Is
where they
there-
keep all their. Would anybody be in that lot where they keep all their cars and everything? As far as like across the street. Or-
No, it's fenced off currently, and there doesn't seem to be anybody in there now.
Gotcha.
Is there
Um,
anything that we notice while sticking around,
Yeah.
I guess?
Yeah.
I was,
Go
yeah,
ahead
I was
and read
about to
that
ask you.
situation.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Plus sharp?
Sharp. Well, what is my sharp now? That is 11.
I can help. Okay. There you
Ooh.
go. There you go.
Alrighty.
Oh,
So, read a bad situation. You, on a
you need the
10 and up, get
patience.
3 questions you may ask. So, we'll post them right here. What's the best way in? What's the best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what is the best way to protect the victims?
Definitely the dangers.
Mhm.
Okay.
Probably what's the best way to protect him?
Okay.
Um. Dude, what would be the third one? Maybe the threat?
Yeah.
What seems like the biggest threat right now,
As for what any dangers you haven't noticed, as you're kind of sitting there, getting closer to about like 11:20 at this point, you see a very thick mist is rolling in. And that's when you see the biggest threat, Amanda.
Oh dear.
In the alley, that's kind of more of a side street, kind of leaned up against the police station, is a very tall figure on like all fours. It looks more not like a dog or a wolf or some sort of like that, but it looks like it's on its like hands, and its feet are kind of bent at a backwards angle and such of that. But it has you see these large spines kind of thing. You can't really make out too much detail because of the mist, but because it's just a bigger silhouette, you can see these more finer features.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of nudge Lucien next to her and point at it.
And as for the best way to protect the victims, the best way to protect Ben is to either prevent this thing from seeing him or getting it away from the police station.
Yeah, she's kind of leaning through
You
the
said
window
the
now.
magic-
So,
You said the
guys,
magic word.
guys,
Uh-huh.
look over there.
Going to look and sees it.
Well, that might have gotten its attention, just a scream of what's that?
Windows are up. Windows are up.
Okay.
The windows are up.
Well, she is leaning
Yes.
through the back.
It's not soundproof, though.
Yeah, she's leaning through the back with the window open, to be fair.
Lacy's loud. No
Oh,
one has
no.
learned to make sure
Okay, so-
she doesn't just yell out things when terrifying things occur.
Out of character, I always want to suggest a simple drive, past it and yell at it as we drove past. But you know what? Now I got to start the truck up,
So,
and now we got to get ready to go now because it's already
I
looking
was-
over here.
I was gonna ask how to get its attention, but I think we got its attention. Thank you, Lacy.
All right, so I think it's time to go.
Roll act under pressure.
Yep, she's gonna get back out of the window so she doesn't
So,
just go flying in or something.
Plus one
Or
because
flying
driver,
back.
or
Let's see if you can start the car in time.
oh fucking hell!
Because you start
This is
because your truck's a little temperamental.
okay.
And that, my friends, is an 8. Which means it's a mixed success.
Oh boy.
Yep, she definitely already got back out of the window, so she wouldn't go flying backwards.
Lacy's already
Where's
moved herself into the back and is
Lacy's like,
just.
nope.
All right.
Lacy's already ducking in the back seat.
Poor David,
You get
probably
it.
like, what the fuck?
You get it started. You turn and you turn, trying to get it to start. This thing's getting closer.
Jay, where are we going?
As you start it, it's already on top of you, and you can either drive backwards down the street or charge directly at it. This thing that's bigger than your truck.
By the
Okay,
way.
are we ducking or are we going backwards? That's all I need to do.
This is your choice.
So you said either what or duck?
Either you backwards down the street
Uh-huh.
or driving straight into this thing that is bigger than your truck.
Back down the street.
All right. So you start. You kick it right into reverse and start going backwards, and this thing doesn't seem to be currently running at you. You see its arm, like as each walk, its arm is maybe 6 feet in length.
Oh my gosh. Can we go home now? Please, 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 please!
Unfortunately, we have to make sure it gets away from the police station.
So you're driving back, and it starts kind of getting at a not a run, but it's like longer strides, and it's kind of keeping up. It's not gaining distance, but it's keeping distance.
Okay, so I'm pretty much gonna hit the emergency brake and kind of turn
Alright,
it around
after
so
the
I can
pressure.
actually drive forward. You rolled 20. I don't trust you right now.
Wait, you said you're driving forward? Okay, Lucien, duck. Oh, God.
Okay, so good thing I didn't trust roll 20 because that's an 11.
All right, so you
No, he's spinning around to drive
drift and
forward
spin
again.
around. You guys kind of as now Amanda and Lucien are face to face with this thing as you pull away.
Oh, good. We're the defenders of the back, anyways.
Yeah.
That's kind of what our job has become.
Also, Fluffy, if you see the GIF I put in the,
Yeah.
that's pretty much Lacy's reaction.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
no,
Nope.
no,
Nope. Nope.
No, no.
David's like
Nope.
just watching all this go down.
As you start driving faster down the street, it hunches down
Oh dear.
and just breaks into a full sprint.
Oh, Amanda's gonna shift. Oh, Amanda's so gonna shift because she feels like she has to fight.
And its mouth opens up. The mist is still around you, and it's really thick and hard to see. More than maybe 5 feet in front of you as you're driving along. And it's getting thicker right by the second.
Ooh.
And his mouth opens up, and you see these long things that kind of overlap, and there's multiple layers. And the front is the longest, but it gets like shorter and shorter as it goes in. The longest are probably about this long.
Bring
What
it, big
is
boy.
this thing?
And you hear it make a noise. A feminine voice. Stop. Who are you?
The heck?
And you
Who is
recognize that
that?
voice, Lacy. As Claire Bennis.
I've got wide eyes and I'm just shaking. Claire?
Lacy?
We're not stopping. We're not stopping. We're not stopping.
Please stop.
No.
Lacy, stay in the
No.
truck.
Lacy,
We're kind of
stay.
bolting.
David, do me. David's probably in the back seat of the truck too, or is David in
Yeah.
the back of the truck too? Back
Brad
seat
is
or
muted
back?
again, so
Yeah.
Fair.
he keeps muting.
And
So he is
but
sniffling.
the sniffles attack. I understand that fully.
Yeah, but yeah, he would have been at the back seat.
In the back seat. Okay.
In the back seat.
In the backs. Back seat.
The
Yes.
back seat.
Back seat. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Chair.
Which is where Lacy is now on the floor hiding and is just
Yeah.
shaking because she's hearing Claire's voice right now.
David, do me a favor. Take a picture of that thing.
Does he
With
have
what
a-
camera?
He just hands him his phone. Take a picture of that thing, please.
Okay, fine. He's just gonna, I guess, kind of like sit on the door with the window open, just snap a pic.
He can look through the rear window.
Yeah, looks back.
To be fair, I have a plan.
Oh, fucking hell.
Okay.
Like, he's gonna snap a picture and just like toss the phone into the back seat or something.
Okay.
Fair.
Is Claire out there? What's going on?
She's not out here.
That's not Claire. And you know what?
Help me,
He's gonna-
Lacy.
She's not stupid.
But she is impulsive.
And she's currently cowering in fear in the back seat of the truck. So.
Can I toss an ice missile at this thing?
All right. Roll. Kick some ass with combat magic. So plus weird.
Plus,
Yeah, has to wait till it gets
Odd.
closer before she can attack it. So.
Bosky, don't get too excited. A plan is usually not a good
Oh,
thing.
what happens when I miss with this?
Bad things. Why? No!
isn't that the "this is gonna suck" thing?
Yes,
that's used-
this is gonna suck.
That was for using
This
that.
is okay. Normally, because this is a kick some ass. Normally, that would be you just take damage and you don't do any damage. However, it's not really in range to do damage to you. So
Oh dear.
your missiles fly as these ice shards go flying. But you didn't really account for the whole being in a car thing
Yeah.
and
Oh,
moving
no.
at speed.
Yeah.
And they hit one of the back wheels.
No!
Ah, fuck.
And the whole one back wheel locks up in ice. And the car kind of starts skidding a bit in the back now.
Yeah, I'm holding on at this point. Like,
Hold on tight, and Jay immediately feeling that tire lock up and figuring what probably happened, knowing his tire's probably encased in ice slightly, he's going to quickly cut it to hit a curb to break the ice.
Alright, roll act under pressure.
I swear,
one
Jay,
lower.
roll like you're rolling stats.
You say that. You say that, Aspire.
What'd you roll?
That's another 11.
Thank you.
Wham! And you hit the ice break before the car could lose full, well, before it crashes. Because it lost one wheel entirely.
My bad.
You guys
Let the
doesn't-
professionals handle this.
doesn't seem to be able to keep up with you
Mm-hmm.
as you've now fully start driving away.
What time is it?
Around 11:50.
Well, it's definitely chasing us still, so we kind of have another problem.
I start hopefully driving home.
All right, so you're leading it home. Good.
Good.
Well, I can't get in there.
I can't get in.
I mean,
That's
it's
correct.
not like there's plenty of people to harm in the suburbs.
I
Where it was
know,
like,
there is kind of a whole neighborhood
Yeah.
of people that
I
we're
mean,
going
we
to take it to.
can lead it to the woods.
Might have to.
Would be better.
We are in the truck.
Out of character, it would be better.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I mean,
Jay
Amanda's
would
not going to
probably-
want to take it near where her brother fucking lives.
Jay would probably have started driving home, but somebody else probably would have mentioned, "Hey, probably take it to the woods to get it. We can't really take it there because suburbs."
Yeah, because if we go inside
So
the
like- so he'll
protection,
probably
it's
be
going to
like,
attack something else.
Fine. So he'd be like, "Fine," and just
Hmm?
turns back and starts heading towards.
All right, so you head toward the forest. All right, you drive into one of the roads on the forest, and the thing's behind you, keeping distance.
How do we go about this?
I don't know, but I really wish it would stop using that voice.
Just ignore it.
You eventually reach a clearing that's alongside one of the roads. It looks like it's normally there's like a used fire pit.
Mhm.
Nobody's there currently. The road keeps going, but there's that clearing to your right as you're pulling. You can see as you're going past it.
We're going to have to fight this thing at some point.
I quickly cut in, hoping that it's far enough behind it doesn't actually.
See?
Yeah.
All right. Are you cutting the car so it's no
Huh?
longer making noise?
Yeah.
All right. Everything goes silent. With the exception of the thing's movement. You hear it behind next to the truck. Is everyone kind of ducked down?
Yeah.
Do you have anything to cover the bed
Yeah.
of the truck? Or anybody in the bed of the truck?
Probably.
Yeah. There'd probably be a
Lucien or
tarp of
Amanda
some
would still be
kind.
in the bed.
There's probably a tarp of some kind that's back there.
Alright. You hear it approaching toward the truck. Lacy? Lacy? Lacy?
Lacy's in the back of the truck, just covered her mouth, but she's crying to herself right now.
It is a free action.
That's true. Very true.
Reaction she uses quite often.
Mm-hmm.
Help! Someone! Anyone? You hear it sobbing.
Gods, please.
You hear it approaching the truck. claw against the glass. Let me in. You're scraping the glass. And starts kind of leaving. Lacy.
I do not cut the truck back on and start moving. I do not. I stay down. That is it.
After a while, you no longer hear its footsteps, its calls, and the mist starts to subside.
I have to figure out how to fight that thing at some point.
Lacy, are you okay?
She's just sobbing.
He just kind of reaches his arm back to kind of.
She
pat her on the
jumps.
Just
She
kinda-
jumps a little bit and is scooting away. She's just not having it.
Lacy, just me. Deep breath.
Can we just go home? I just want to go home.
I restart the truck and
Alright, so you
Alright,
what
back
we
home.
can research now.
Alright, so you head home. Who wishes to head the investigation now, having a picture of this thing and a pretty good idea what it can do?
I mean, it's usually what she does. She should probably try to figure it out.
Alright,
If she really wants to help.
investigating.
Lucian would be willing to help out. Meanwhile, David's kind of looking at the magic books.
Jay
Holy
would
shit.
send the picture to them. That way they have it.
And that's
Yeah,
Sorry.
+1 from the lore library too. Then that's a
Mhm.
12.
Okay.
Okay. Never mind. I don't need help.
Well, I mean, you're probably
I
helping her find
exist.
the book. Yeah.
Where do you keep your giant, weird, creepy speaking monster book set, Lucien?
So you can ask 2 questions.
We kind of have an idea of what it can do.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely want to know what creature it is. Either maybe what can hurt it as well.
Alright, well, we'll start with what the creature is. Using the picture and talking about the mist and the apparent voice of someone you know this thing attacked. It appears to be what is known as a few things. One as more from the folklore part of it, called a hollow. People think it's the spirits of those who have not been found and are dead,
Right.
calling out and leading people to their death.
Called a what?
A hollow,
A hollow?
because it's a lot of people assumed it was the spirits, calling them out, and then those people also disappear, and then they hear those persons' voices.
Mhm.
But using the image, this is clearly not. This is what is referred to as a mimic because of its ability to mimic those it kills. Not because it can shapeshift, because it cannot do that.
Are you telling me that I am now being hunted and haunted by mimics in 2 campaigns?
Yes.
Yes!
Fair. That is the name it was given, because no one knows truly what this thing is. As for what can hurt it, it seems to dislike gold.
It is straight up a fucking mimic.
It also cannot seem to pass a line of gold dust. It can go around it, but it cannot pass it.
We can trap it in a circle. We can lead it into somewhere and quickly cover its exit. How are we gonna get gold dust? Does not sound like an easy obtainable item in a small town.
You say that.
Are we calling Crypto? And seeing if he has any weird shit.
Well, we may know a guy. Who knows the guy? Who knows this guy? Who knew this guy? Who knew this guy? Who knew this guy? Who knew this guy's cousin?
Yeah, she's probably
knew
like
a guy?
letting everybody know what it is and what she found at the moment. I'm trying to figure this out.
Lacy's upstairs. She's curled up in bed right now.
Yes, I forgive me, chat, who see me staring at my camera. There's a person out there that knows I'm staring at them.
Mhm.
Still waiting for that Twitch account.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Huffle, by the way. I appreciate the compliment as well.
I saw as far as that, and I was like, I thought our Twitch account was in the work.
It takes a while.
What's your friend?
No, it doesn't!
Apparently.
It takes
No,
a few
it
months.
doesn't! No, it doesn't!
In some
It is
cases.
free. Fluffy.
I mean, to be
You can't tell
fair,
what I'm pointing at, but that's my phone. Or the chat is up.
Boy,
to be fair,
Girl.
this is trying
it took me roughly
to you.
16 years from my point of birth to make a Twitch account. So,
You know what? You know what? That's
Fair.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Very fair. See, it's a long endeavor. Some take longer than others.
It's
So
free.
okay. Do we want to set up a trap or do we want to just get weird? Okay. You have silver bullets. Do you have gold bullets?
I'll be right back. I want to go search
Alright.
the armory for gold bullets.
Roll plus weird.
Roll plus, oh fucking hell. Plus 1 because of the armory? Or,
No, it's just plus weird.
I think the library is the only thing that gets
it's
the
gonna be
plus.
fun, guys, because guess what?
I mean, Amanda could look. She has a +3 in it. The only technical way
and
she
she
can
touch this
fail.
one.
Yeah, she can actually touch this one.
Yes, but at the same time, I don't want her, oh yeah, you didn't find those, but you found silver bullets and you touched them.
Oh god. I would have to roll a 3 or a 2, to be honest, to fail that completely.
That's fair.
Yes, touch it. Touch.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her,
You want me to actually go looking for?
Amanda, you can go look.
I...
I'll say, I know I have silver ones, but yeah, go ahead.
Uh, 9.
Alright. On a 7 to 9, you have it, but only the minimum.
So I can fill a clip.
You essentially have enough for this fight. Basically, that is the minimum you have.
Okay, you know what, that's fine.
So, we wouldn't
So after
fail
this fight is done, you've used it all up, basically.
Oh, so if
Fair.
look, it only takes 1 shot. Well, that's all you
Technically,
got.
she still has possession of that 9mm gun, by the way. She never gave that back to you.
Wait, which knife?
9mm.
Oh, no, right.
Very true.
She never actually gave that back because she couldn't touch the bullet, so she kind of just kept the clip of it and the gun.
Okay.
That's really the only way that she can fight with silver, to be fair.
Yeah. Ugh.
So, you do find golden bullets, which are not quite as good as normal bullets in a normal circumstance.
Yeah.
Because gold is not a strong material.
No, no.
It's a fancy material.
On the bright side, pulls out like a little, little coin rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Bright side, I do have these, and he kind of flips one out, and it's a gold coin. We could lead it. Don't worry about it.
Still say we should try to figure out how to trap it, because if we can keep it in a space, it'll be easier to fight.
There's a chance of it running away too. Then
Maybe it's just waiting for somebody to try and kick a door in.
I mean, it wouldn't be able to leave. Whatever circle.
Wind
Still
blows, so gold dust is.
Yeah, Lacy might have to avoid her wind thing.
I'm trying to figure something out. You're always beside you. Guide you.
So I feel like if we do too much damage to it, it'll run.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking from a hunter's perspective,
Mm-hmm.
when we know we can't win, we will run. It's a safety, survival. But where can we lead it?
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I was about to sneeze. May still sneeze, but do you remember the old lumber mill?
Where we fought
Yes.
the
very first one.
the Wendigo?
Oh no.
No, the Wendigo was the church. The lumber mill was where we fought the butcher.
The very
Well,
first.
first
one.
encountered the butcher.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh.
See, isn't there a building there? Like if we can get it in the entrance, we can like
there are a few
quickly
buildings
cover it.
there.
Yeah, but and already have like the dust around it.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave an opening for it to go in and then trap it. Unfortunately, we'd have to find bait.
If only there was something that you knew that it ate.
I know. If only that you guys had some.
And it
fast
calls out to
people.
Lacy.
I know. Both her and Amanda are pretty fast. It's totally.
I mean,
fine.
especially Lacy on Amanda's back.
Do you really think Lacy would actually willingly make herself bait for that
Oh
thing?
hell no.
Okay.
Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
I also know a truck can outrun it. Whether or not I could is the question.
Fair.
I can run fast, but the thing might still be at least able to keep up with me.
I wonder if I copy this link into the here. Just can see it.
I can click.
Can you?
This link will open up in a new window or tab to an external site. Yes. Oh dear God!
Oh, good. Yes.
I also
Let's
put
have
that
some
into
nightmare fuel.
I'm just gonna close that now.
Oh no!
Oh good.
That-
Here for all of you to see.
Yep, that is a general image of what I am, as close as I could find to what I described.
Good.
Oh gosh!
But bigger than a truck.
I I clicked out of that real fast, like,
Don't worry, it's also in the Withrow face cam chat.
I love how I was just
had
nonchalantly, oh yes, okay, go to external thing, okay, yes, oh dear god.
I have to go to bed after this, Fluffy.
No, you don't.
Not anymore.
Please
Why-
don't help.
I just want to send this picture to somebody else. Don't worry about it. Just to
Where's
scar
wifey? No.
Oh God, Fox, why would you do that to wifey?
Because it's funny to just randomly message her every few months with a picture like that. Yes, it's very
Fair.
pretty, Botsky. That's what we just had to deal with, basically, but much bigger.
I shall name it Squishy, and it shall be my Squishy.
So what's the plan? Are we just... I want to get the plan down before we actually go to bed. Still have to figure out how to... God damn it, Jay. Thank you. But...
Funny thing is, I was just going through canceling subscriptions, and then that, as far as I went back to chat, and I see that, and so I was like, wait a minute, why did you pop up at the beginning of the stream? This Spice React just, why?
No.
But, So,
It's also probably Lacy's reaction.
are we actually gonna try
Yep.
to obtain this gold dust in the morning?
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Yeah, just
Lacy could get all of the items and see if we can get gold dust from the ghost, FYI.
I mean, I guess?
Be true.
Yeah, technically. It's not hard to collect those items. This one wasn't necessarily meant to be as much of a scavenger hunt as the other ones would have been. Future ones will be more scavenger hunty.
Yeah. It'd be hard for me to make a page of gold, though.
Enough gold to spread
Agent.
around a big enough area for this thing to be trapped in?
That's gonna be dependent on the roll.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
At the very least, we might be able to block its path, but...
I mean, because you collected all. We'll say you guys collect all 3 items
Mhm.
the next day, because I don't think you guys are gonna go out tonight.
No.
Oh, hell no.
No. Lacy's done.
Hell no.
Alright,
Of course
so you
Lacy's done.
the 3 items. Lacy, are you the one that's gonna get the gold dust from him?
That would depend if everybody explains to her what
They
the plan
would
is
in
the
the
next
morning,
day.
yeah. Amanda probably mentioning, okay, we might have to be bait.
Why?
What likes you?
I don't like it!
I mean, it loves you enough it wants to eat you.
I can
She's just staring at Jay like, really?
you can ride on my back.
It's like a bribery. You can ride on my back.
You wanna ride the big doggy?
A child wanting to ride a Saint Bernard. Can I ride a big dog?
Basically, yeah, that would be what she probably looks like.
Like a little baby
you guys
riding a
get
Saint
on
Bernard.
her.
Can I ride the big doggy?
I am not a 5-year-old.
I mean,
Okay, who wants to
Don't
be the bait? then?
finish that sentence.
Who wants to be the bait? I can run, or I can be the bait. It's up to you.
well,
I would rather have somebody that can attack it while I'm running.
I may have an idea.
Oh dear.
Well, this is going to be a science,
Hmm.
but David is going to use magic to see if he can't create, like, some sort of illusionary thing that looks real enough that it would lure someone into a building.
It does it does smell too.
well, if we're around,
Go,
it'll get the scent.
Mm.
go roll some use magic.
Because weird.
Oh.
It succeeds.
Doo-doo.
Yay!
Barely.
You know. So that is.
David is not impressing us at this point. Like.
To be fair, he hasn't really had the option to practice this shit.
Clearly.
And I'm getting my actual dice.
So on a 7 to
I
9,
give up on that.
Fair.
it works imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch. I get to choose what the effect the glitch has. Your effect is you're trying to create an illusion, essentially, right?
Yes.
A person or something like that.
Mhm.
Glitches, the effects are weakened. The effect is of short duration. You take 1 harm, ignore armor. The magic draws immediate and unwelcome attention, or has a problematic side effect.
I don't think the unwanted.
Let's just go with
attention
short
is gonna-
duration for now.
So you see, he summons a kind of a general-looking person. Lasts for maybe 6 seconds.
Well, it needs work, but that's the idea.
Funny thing is, though, out of character, you attract the unwanted attention. That means it would probably attract its attention, so we wouldn't need to lure it there.
But the attention would be direct. Unwelcome attention would be at the person who cast the thing.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Lucien would have a problem.
I still like my first idea over the
Bless you.
6-second idea.
Yeah.
That's just depending on what he rolls later on.
Okay, I guess we'll take a vote on
Vote.
what we do. Either way, we're probably gonna have
Do
to
both.
be inside to ambush it.
Yeah. If we get enough gold dust, we can honestly just stand up on some of the rafters or something and just dump gold dust on it too. Because that'd be funny.
I don't think it works like that.
I think we have to
Yes.
actually put it in a circle. So perhaps
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Okay.
it may not be able to go past it, but it can go around.
Okay. You two are my die for the evening. You two go back in the box.
Back in your box.
I guess.
Well,
we
the thing is,
could
I rolled
have-
2 6s and 2 1s.
I guess we could have it try to get its attention and have the running thing be a backup plan if it tries to.
Yeah.
We need to get it there. We don't want to be too far from the location. We just need it to go into wherever we're going. The problem is, with
Bless
the
you.
running thing, is whoever runs in is going to be on the ground, level with it.
Yeah.
Which means there'd have to be a quick way up, even if we do the rafter thing.
Well, there's always the bless you.
Okay.
There's always the whole big sandbag tied to rope trick. Where somebody could be standing up as far as on one of the high parts, and as soon as the person runs in, they grab a rope, person pushes a giant sandbag off the edge. Kind of pulls them up.
No matter what we do, it's going to be risky.
Oh yeah. Because who knows, the person may be too light and they may go.
We have to get it to go there, though. That's the problem. We have
Oh,
to
yeah.
get it close
Yeah.
enough, so we have to figure
The
out
issue
how
is
to get its
that
attention.
part.
We don't know who it's
Oh.
going to
This
attack tonight.
sucks.
Lucian, you want to do your tune-in weird shit?
Yeah, sure, why not? Damn it, wrong accent.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Wrong accent. We weren't talking to you, David.
Oh.
Bless you.
That's a 7.
You said you were going to stop using that.
I instinct.
Stop. Just close your sheet.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I
Bless
was sneezing. I'm clearly at mental duress.
Okay.
Alright, you have
Hold your
hold
dice.
one. You want to know where it is right now? What's planned to do next? Who is it going to attack next? What's his biggest threat? And how can I attract his attention?
Well, we know attracting his attention is. It was to eat somebody. So where is this thing?
It seems to be back in a cave.
I was more concerned with who it's gonna attack. I don't know.
That is something that would have been made known before the tune-in, right?
Technically, yes.
But it could also be random attacks.
Can we allow a redo on that? On the next target thing?
We kind of would have figured it would have been in a cave during the day, so.
You
Yes,
already
I
knew
Be
will.
that.
fair.
Okay.
So who's it going to attack next? Since it's not picky who it's going to attack next, but it does have
Okay.
a scent it's tracking.
Ooh.
Lacy.
Yeah.
I swear.
Lacy.
More particularly 4 or 5 cents.
Oh,
Great!
good.
Lacy.
It wants
Shut
all
it.
of us.
Jay.
It wants all of us, so we know that.
Jay, let me in. Help, Jay.
I don't know who the fuck you are.
But yeah, okay, so we at least know that it wants us, so there's that. We know it's not going to attack a random person. Hopefully.
That's only partially good news.
Good news. Good news, everyone.
Good news, everyone.
Let's just let's get our gold dust.
I'll go get the stuff from the store and I'll bring it back.
Easy enough to find. Who wants to do the roll for gold dust?
What is the roll?
What would you have to roll?
2d6 plus 3 since you have all 3 items.
So it literally doesn't matter who rolls, just who wants to.
Because
do it.
each one of you can make an item or get an enchantment, but who wants to use this for the gold dust?
Do I really want another trench coat is the question.
I don't necessarily need anything currently, so if everybody wants to hold on to their stuff, I can go for the gold dust.
Maybe try to make an armored one that's not loud? Then again, that
I
would
got it.
attract its attention.
Yeah.
I can go for the gold dust if you guys want.
Sure.
If you want to,
Okay.
roll the pink
I
die
don't-
along with something else.
Okay, fine.
Could I take my life dream trench coat and try to get the fragile and slow out of it?
That's a 13.
Ooh.
13. Alright, you have 2 about this size pouches of gold dust.
So you're
Cool.
gonna have to spread around.
Then when we're done with this, we sell it.
No, it could be useful further on.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And as for removing the penalties on it, you'd have to enchant it with something besides the vampiric, the life drain.
So re-enchant it, basically.
So
you can
yeah.
re-enchant it.
Alright, so
And it
wait,
would-
I can.
It would lose all 3 things,
Alright,
but it
so
could also have different things instead.
You know what? Yeah, I'm going to try re-enchanting it with life drain and armored.
Okay. Roll me 2d6 plus 3.
And that is 2 6s, so that's 9. Wait, 6, 12, 18? 50. I can math.
Maybe he's more close to the number there. Anyways. So, you get armored in life drain.
Yay.
On a miss, you would have gotten the fragile tag plus the penalty. On a mixed success, you get just a just like a negative tag. And on a full success, you get no negatives. However, since you're doing 2 positives,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give you. It would have been 2 negatives in the fragile, 2 negatives, not 1 negative,
Uh-huh.
because you're getting 2 beneficials. So
Okay.
I get to pick a gear tag.
Explosive. No. No.
Volatile.
No. Flammable.
Well, I mean, it is a trench coat.
Wait, so it's not a bad tag. Normal tag. Maybe.
Oh goodness.
Possibly.
I mean,
I'd like to point out we never did go collect the choker.
nope.
You know,
We were still being chased by it, so
Well, we never
Yeah.
went back to go get it.
I'm pretty sure Jay can make a call to a cop buddy squad.
Yeah.
So, my friend's choker is missing, and I think it may be in the cop car.
Because that's not weird to say.
yeah, right.
I mean, depending on the person I asked, they'd probably be like, "Okay, you're tracking a cop again. Okay, cool." So yeah, you got your choker back. You can wear your choker
I'm
again.
gonna give this the negative tag. You already have a loud one. So we're gonna give it messy.
Oh, what's happening?
Spreads a lot of blood and gore around.
So you
Perfect.
hit something and blood just goes whoosh everywhere from the thing. It's okay. Or you get hit and then blood goes everywhere. even if
It's
a little
okay,
paper
the
cut.
enchantment just makes it to where I bleed randomly whenever I use stuff, I think.
No.
Um,
You get a paper cut. Also, blood just splatters everywhere.
So your trench coat looks more like there's a little thicker. You can see some thread woven into it,
Kevlar.
and just by its normal look, now there's some kind of reddish stains
Excellent.
all over it.
Let me see something here.
What are the options that we can pick from?
Perfect.
I can't. I would have to literally look it up if I'm gonna do it that way. Otherwise,
You
is there a
can-
list I can look at real quick without having to find it?
It will let me do this. These okay. PDF. It's not you had a hiccup.
Oh, God.
geez. That works.
Yeah, there's a
Holy
lot of
mother of
tags.
God.
Not all good.
I'm trying to think of what she would even.
Or it could just be a
use.
completely unique item that you want. I've seen someone in one Monster Week, they asked for a jetpack.
Nice.
However, the one they got was volatile and fragile,
Whoops.
which meant it could, and quite easily, explode.
And it explodes.
Oh, God, imagine if that would be lethal. That would
Yeah,
be literally
because you're
lethal.
wearing literally a missile on your back. It's fine.
Let's go. You explode, you're high up in the air, so if you survive the explosion, you're gonna break your spine. Plus.
You take 3 harm from the explosion and another 4 harm for the fall. Bye.
Whoops.
I mean, that's because they rolled a 4, but
Yeah.
Let me see.
and there are some limits. Like, I'm not gonna, if you want an item, you can't just be like, oh, I want this, because he's gonna make it in the room that he's in, which
I
is
want a
probably
tag.
in the lore, and he can't make anything that he can't hold, essentially.
Fair.
Huh.
It's probably nothing more than a table sized, essentially.
Yes.
Huh.
Give it. I could have given it the small tag,
I
and he
got
just had a really small, short trench coat.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I got something.
That would have been funny. Yes.
Make a 9mm auto,
Auto.
like full auto.
I'm trying to think of how to word. Is it for yours, I'm guessing?
Hmm.
Uh huh.
Go ahead, roll 2d6.
It's gonna be 11.
11? All
Yeah.
right. Because it's now full auto,
Mhm.
I'm going to say its harm is now increased to a 3. It's basically
Assault rifle handgun.
assault rifle. It doesn't have the FAR.
Yeah.
And then what are you? Is there? You don't have to word it through the game if you want. If you want to just say what you want, I can try to figure out how to implement it. Fox.
Mm-hmm.
If there's some, you don't have to word it game wise. You can be like, "This is what I want. How would I do this?"
I don't know. Is she allowed to keep that gun, Jay?
Yeah.
Can I add the forceful to it?
Ooh.
Basically,
Forceful, huh?
automatically
Pushes
allows
things
you-
around.
Yeah, where you can push them where you want them every time you hit them, no matter what.
Go ahead, roll 2d6 plus 3.
Give her some range, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah. Layout is, it's an 8. It's not
Okay.
total fail, at least.
You get 1 negative take. You don't get the fragile. Hmm.
I'll be right back. Okay.
What kind of negative would work for this? I kind of feel like because you're essentially making this into like a literal hand cannon, that it might be volatile, a little unstable and dangerous to use.
Oh, good.
Because you literally have an explosion in your hand.
Oh, good.
That sounds fine.
So don't roll a miss.
Don't roll a miss and hope I don't have silver bullets in the chamber when I use it. Got it. I'm sure that's fine.
I am now conflicted. I'm torn between, do I want to do something to David's sword, or do I want to do something to his gloves? You know, can I get something on David's gloves that makes casting easier for me?
Makes casting easier, huh?
Hmm.
Quick.
Go ahead, roll 2d6 plus 3.
Alright. That one's cocked. 6. That's a 10.
All right. I'm going to call this the magic tag.
Alright.
It's going to give you just a +1 on your combat magic.
Alright.
Copy this and keep it for later. For next time we do stuff like that. Ah, too far.
This is
Yeah.
Mm,
Headset Y.
because.
I might have her
Because-
eventually re-enchant her gloves to be life drain and quick.
Keep in mind, it's normally 1 tag, but if you do 2 tags, it's that new kind of like,
Yeah, I know.
oh, just reduces it by 1
And
if you get a 10.
Alright.
So, you guys have golden bullets. You guys have enough gold dust to create a decent trap. You can easily get your Joker back for Amanda.
Thank you.
So I'm sure she loves the idea we're in that again.
Oh, you know she does. She loves that thing. She doesn't want to go anywhere without it.
she thinks it's a better idea than being chipped in the freaking neck.
Hey, it wasn't going to necessarily be in the
I don't
neck.
care where it would have been. She didn't want to be chipped. No, fuck that.
Autopsy later. Why was this person chipped? Don't worry about it.
And the bright side, it gets much more entertaining if they ever turn on us, so try to kill us, because then they cannot be tracked. If they choose to. Or remember it. Yay.
So. And your plan is to lure it to the abandoned lumber mill.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be your ambush point. Okay?
Yes.
So you have. Since you have a little bit, you can go to the lumber mill and kind of pick a spot, essentially.
Do we want to set it up for inside? Do we want to? Might limit its movement too.
Yeah, that on the inside, we're not worrying about sudden wind.
Sudden
Yeah.
wind, we could run out if need be.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to be careful that we don't accidentally fuck up the circle.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Bless you. So, you guys get there. You can see there's a main building, and then there's like smaller sheds and such like that.
Mhm.
Do you want to do it in a smaller areas or the main building?
Probably whichever one would be big enough for us to fight in, huh?
The main
So,
building.
probably be the main building.
building.
You find the largest room in there is the front entrance. The rest have a lot of machinery in there.
Saw that.
A lot of dangerous machinery in there. So you can either. There's 2 big, decent-sized rooms. One with a bunch of rusted saws and other heavy equipment in there.
There's no power to this place, is there?
No.
No, but that
Not
doesn't
anymore.
stop it from throwing stuff at us.
Yeah. And there's another one which is essentially their larger break room, essentially.
Mm-hmm. So like a cafeteria.
Yeah.
Okay. That might be the safer area.
Yeah.
We move all the tables to the side if there's
Somebody
any
has
tables
to be
left.
hiding on the outside to get ready to put the stuff there, or at least on the other side of the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
To block it in.
There's a hallway that leads out, so you can put the dust on the hallway, preventing it from going down the hallway.
Mhm.
Yeah. You're just making sure you're hidden so it doesn't notice you.
Yep.
Outside, there's a door that leads outside from the outside. In there, it's a double door, so they can go basically right to work. That was the intention.
Block the hallway, lead it in through the door.
Mm-hmm.
There are some barrels there, over nuts. What stuff there?
Do a barrel roll.
Barrels are sealed currently.
What's in the barrels?
You unseal it. I want Jay and Amanda to roll act under pressure.
Oh dear. Because we're the ones setting the shit up, apparently.
Act under pressure plus 4, right?
Yep.
Gotta roll them inside the dice tray. Alright, what you got, Amanda?
5.
Ooh.
Her
9.
cool is a 0.
Okay, so Jay, you open it up, and clearly this place was abandoned, and no one thought to remove the perishable food items
Oh,
away
God.
from us.
Oh.
And you gag a little bit. Amanda, you want to just throw up
Oh jeez.
because of the smell and your heightened senses.
Oh good.
Slams
Yeah.
the top back down. Slams the top back down on top of it.
Oh, okay. I walk away. Oh, okay. I'm
Kinda
gonna throw
when
up
there's gasoline
outside.
in
Lacy's holding your hair back and is like doing the whole thing.
Kind of hoping there's
She
gasoline
eats
in it.
fresh
No,
things, so it probably smells really bad to her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like horrible, like lethal almost.
Yeah, especially one with heightened senses. That's all like, oh, he's some Buttermere. Oh, the wolf has heightened senses.
Yay! So
Yeah.
perfect roll.
Pretty much.
Ew, yeah, ew.
Some work experience.
Yes, I did.
You were rolling so well when I tested you earlier.
Oh, by the way, did Lucien mark experience earlier for saving the cop?
I did not. Or
Now he has.
No, he has. Good.
it's been done.
So if you wanted to either hide in those barrels after emptying them out, I assume, or hide behind the barrels.
First of all, do you know how hard it would be to clean that scent out of those barrels?
Yeah, Amanda's not hiding in the barrel.
I don't necessarily see to clean the scent out, but you can
She's
make sure you're not
outside.
submerged in rot. And that was only one barrel. There are 2 other barrels.
I guess Lucien would take that barrel outside and just he'll hide in the barrel when the time comes.
Are you emptying it out?
After it's emptied, yes.
Right, so you take it further away and empty it downwind or upwind. Whatever the wind is not blowing towards you. I forget which one that.
Yeah.
Upwind.
Upwind. Yeah. So that Amanda's not getting a full whiff of that every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The barrel still stinks like a motherfucker. So,
This is fine. This is totally okay. This is totally okay.
Throw David in there.
You know, David's like kind of on the inside.
He's probably ready to
Yeah.
shoot spells.
pew. Pew, 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 pew. Pew.
Magic missile to the face.
Basically.
Magic missile into the darkness. So who's going to? How are you going to lure it here?
Could go Old Faithful.
I mean, we could
Have
just
it
like
his
make
car.
a lot of noise. Yeah. Huh.
Eh.
You just going to make a lot of noise?
Yeah.
Gun
One
or
thing I
something.
One thing I kind of want to do, like roughly when he's there, is like go with the decoy thing. So at least if it goes to attack one of us with the noise making, there's a chance it could attack that and make that attack pointless.
Okay, so you're trying to like make another one of the people that are there?
Probably Lucien, since he's gonna be hiding.
9, 10, 11.
All right. So it's going to work perfectly once you do the you make a fake Lucien.
Right.
So
Actually, technically, that would have been a 12 because he did check out the magic library. Oh well.
Either way.
so who's going to be inside waiting?
Amanda's probably gonna be outside only because she's fasting and can get inside really quick.
Okay.
David would most likely have to be inside, or at least within eyesight of that illusion.
Lacy would also probably be inside, ducking behind somewhere.
Okay.
I mean, I could lead it there.
Is Jay doing the noise thing?
Oh,
Amanda's the
you know I
second-
am.
Yeah, and Amanda be the second attraction.
Vroom vroom.
Okay.
All right. And
Muscle
Lucian's
car makes
hiding
good
in the
noise.
stinky burr.
She could probably
Yep.
grab you and get you out of there too, Jay.
Mhm.
So you're making a lot of noise with the truck as night has fallen. A few hours go by of Lucien sitting in a stinky barrel.
I chose this path.
Just imagine him like he pulled his shirt up and he's just sitting in there. Amanda's probably shifted into her full wolf form and is just pacing around, keeping an eye out.
Who use this one? An oldie but a goodie.
I know the sound.
Ye-
As the mist starts pouring into the area.
Oh no.
You hear Lacy?
God, no, 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 no.
You hear another voice. Lacy?
What's that voice?
Not one you recognize.
Okay.
None of you seem to recognize this voice, honestly.
Huh.
At least not to a, like, you may have run into them in the city, but
Mhm.
you hear a third voice. Where is everyone? And it keeps, like, switching between these three voices. As you see it's lumbering onto the forest. Help
Well,
us.
fun fact about cars. Motor doesn't have to be running in order to honk the horn.
Mm-hmm.
So, I probably would have parked the car, somewhat close to the building.
Yeah, she's ready to grab you if she needs to.
Exactly. That way, A, I'm close enough for Amanda to grab me, and B, even if Amanda wasn't there, I'd be close enough to haul ass.
All right.
So, the window would have been rolled down. Sorry, to finish my popcorn before this part. Window probably would have already been rolled down. So, Jay would quickly lean in and lay on the horn.
Okay. I see you.
I do too.
Help us.
Nah, help me.
What is that? And it starts running towards you.
Break through the building.
Inside.
Breaks through the building. Goodbye.
Yeah.
See, just burrows into the room behind you. You hear it run past you, Lucien.
Alright, guess that'll be a pretty clear indication to do the sneaky thing and make gold dust happen.
Alright, roll act under pressure.
Plus cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seven.
Okay. You put it down, but as you're putting it down, it does notice you.
Fun.
And its tail whips at you.
Alright.
You're going to take... This would only be 1 harm. So if you're wearing your armored thing, so you'd only take 0 harm. But you do get kind of knocked on your ass.
Can Amanda do
Is this fine?
180?
Was he able to put the gold down, though?
Get
Yes.
a turn and go and bite it. Do like a pounce bite.
Alright. Roll kick some ass.
Roll better dice. That'd be great.
Do I want to set this thing on fire?
That's
Yes. And yes. In
8?
gold flames.
Alright. So you bite it. You do how much harm?
The bite attack is 3 plus the whatever, so 4. The natural attack thing.
I think that's +1, so I think it's 4 then?
Yeah.
Alright. So, it does have 2 armor.
I ignore armor with my natural attacks, remember?
Oh, that's right. You ignore armor with your natural attacks. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It does. You watch it brings its hand up like this to, like, more like it's going to backhand you, but you watch its claws kind of, like, its fingers bend the opposite direction.
Oh.
You take 2 harm. Ignore armor.
Eesh. Good to know.
Jay probably would have kept running across the room, and then pulled his full auto 9mm out. What, you didn't think we'd be prepared?
We're going to go to Lacy next, because we're just going to
He
keep this.
just pulled it out. He wasn't actually going to shoot yet.
So, Lacy.
Lacy.
I'm unsettled.
It goes, that hurt. Please don't do that. In Claire's voice.
Stop using her voice. Please, 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 please stop using her voice. Okay. Huh.
Uh-huh.
Wind and magic dust is not a good idea.
When in doubt, obliterate.
No.
No. When in doubt, no.
I've been trying to figure out if there's anything gold that I can use magic with, but there's absolutely not. The only thing I know I can do is use my
Knife
dagger.
changes, yeah.
Use
Yeah.
magic to launch your dagger.
Your dagger is throwable.
Yeah, it's just close though.
How close is Lacy willing to get?
That is the question of the hour on every episode of Monster of the Week.
Close enough to give it a hug. That'd be a no, I'm guessing. That's okay.
Yeah, let's get close enough to where I can throw it, give it a little extra oomph with my magic if I can. So I don't have to get like super close because it's got the close tag on it, so I don't.
Roll use magic.
Okay, and that's plus weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, you weirdo.
And then plus bracelet, plus book.
Mm-hmm.
You weirdo.
So you kind of leap over the serving line counter.
Okay, I'm really glad I have a plus 3
Throw the
because
dagger.
that could have gone much, much worse, but that's a 7.
Oof.
All right.
It's a mixed.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'll give you a price to pay to do this.
Okay.
Your dagger's going to hit it, but it's
Yeah.
going to keep going out the window.
Oh. Okay.
Like, cut it on the way by.
Mhm.
That's fair. That seems like something that would happen to Lacy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you huck it, and then you use the wind to kind of give it more of a twirl. Pierces through one of the shoulder. It's going to do. How much harm does it do normally? Because you had the devastation as well.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So normally it does. Sorry, I'm double checking everything, and things are slow. Why?
So magic
One.
daggers, hold on, just +1 as far as from the magic, I believe.
It doesn't. I don't know if it gets +1 on the magic, but it does get at least 2 harm, and then devastation gives it 3,
Okay,
and then
so it's
plus
gonna do
magic,
4
and yeah.
because of its gold property.
Then the magic gold
Yep.
BS. Just.
Its adaption ability.
Yeah.
That chameleon effect. New.
Question. Oh, let's see. This is you have artifact.
It believes it can fly, so it's going to fly right on out the window.
The gold does not ignore its arm, but it does do additional damage. So that's 2 damage.
Oof.
As it pierces through and keeps going out the window.
Oops.
Not entirely sure how far, because I was going still a pretty decent speed.
Yeah.
That comes back to you, right?
No.
Welp.
You just hear Amanda growl. Just kind of like roll her eyes and growl.
Sorry.
Why, Lacy? Why did you do that?
Please stop talking.
What? Lacy?
She's just starting to shake again.
That's going to bring us to Jay.
Jay,
Did I
what-
take any harm from any of that? Sorry, I just
Oh, yeah.
realized.
No, because you wasn't really technically kick some ass.
Okay,
I figured you lost your weapon. Essentially, was
gotcha.
That's
Nothing
just
price to pay.
punishment enough.
Gotcha. Okay. I just making sure. Thank you.
So Jay would probably run over and kind of stand in front of Lacy
Mhm.
with the gun drawn on the creature. She asked you to stop and then fire.
all right. Roll kick some ass.
Was 10.
All right. You can choose an additional effect. You can give +1 for take +1. You can increase your harm, take less harm, or force them where you want them.
Take one less harm.
All right. You fire into it with your 38.
No, full auto 9mm gold bullets.
All right, so that's 3 harm, so 4. All right, good to know. Just kind of. And then it's going to lunge forward and bite into your shoulder. You have armor, so it reduces by 1. You reduce it by 1, so you only take 1 harm from its bite.
Okay, where? There we go. Scroll over. So I only take 1 harm, so -1. Enter. All right.
Put this to GM layer. Because you're in your half form, Amanda?
She was in the full form.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because she was pacing around outside
Yeah.
like a doggo, looking for something to eat. Take a bite of chunk out of. Oh yeah.
Well, that and the idea was it didn't want humans, or it didn't want animals, so she was trying to play it off.
Fair.
It's not going to focus her necessarily, is what she's hoping.
It didn't bite you, it just clawed at you because you bit it.
Yeah.
Alright, that's going to bring us back to DragDread. Or Lucien. And David. Let's start with David, since Lucien already kind of did his before.
Yeah, let's hit him with a frost missile.
Ooh.
Alright. Roll kick smash.
Better not shoot out the window and hit my tire of my car.
Don't hit him right now,
That's,
she's right there. Well, she was.
That's-
now
that's
you
an
guys are in front of it.
Hey, hey.
That's a what?
8.
Alright. So,
Bless you.
you do. Bless you. Because combat magic, you have missile, which is 1 harm. Magic, far and obvious, and loud.
Bless you.
But you have
And
frost or
frost.
ice, bless you, which does 1 more harm in restraining. So that is 2 harm, which does not ignore. So it doesn't technically take harm. However, it is considered restrained, and because of your far tag, doesn't you can be out of its range
Alright.
because it has not a far tag on its attacks,
Mm-hmm.
and it is currently locked with a thing. So you didn't technically do any harm, but ice has formed around it. That's going to cause some issues for it.
I'm also gonna have Lucien roll up with a whammy.
Alright.
Big whammy.
That is 6.
Oof.
That's a miss. So you try to blast, but on a miss, you get magical backlash. You take 2 harm, ignore armor.
Oh.
As you try to you can see, you can feel blood dripping out of the nose. Fortunately, it did not do anything to you. It didn't even realize you intended to attack it.
Mhm.
Amanda. You hear the more smaller voice again. It goes, Mommy, why are they attacking me?
Oh, good God. Just...
Oh, now Jay wants him more dead.
Yeah.
Because little small child in demonic-looking body. No.
She's gonna go claw at it.
Alright.
Yeah.
We'll kick some ass.
All it is a 10.
Okay. You can give or take +1 forward. More harm, less harm, or force them where you want them.
I guess it's already kind of restrained.
Yeah, it's kind of having a hard time moving at this.
Who goes next? Lacy?
C.
I will give a +1
yeah.
to her because of what happened to her dagger.
Okay, so you do
The claws in total would be 3.
3. And that's ignore harm ignore harm. It's going to claw you back, but because it's having a hard time moving, you dodge it a little bit easier. So it's going to reduce its damage by 1. So it'll only do 1 harm. So that's going to you heal for 2.
I'm back to full health.
Basically.
Okay. Sweet.
That restraining is going to have some negative effects this round until it can break free. Next up is going to be Lacy.
Hi. So my dagger's gone.
Yes, it is.
And it's only right in yours and Jay's face. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, more mine because I was the idiot and jumped in front of.
We're just going to use this room as the thing. So we're going to say Lucian's out the door. David's way over here. Amanda's right here. We'll say it's like that kind of. And you know what?
Oh no, he's going to shrink the picture just to fit it in here.
Maybe.
Also, side note, I can't actually do anything with that picture, so I had to,
Oh god!
Ah!
I had to use my regular sheet to do my harm. Because I can't click those pictures for some reason.
Huh.
Can't right click on yours? Oh,
Okay.
not your wolf one.
No,
I
with
can-
the
maybe.
opposite pictures, yeah, I can't pick those. Anything with
Oh.
those.
I can probably should be able to give you control on that. Let me fix that. Dupe.
But say, and I had stepped in front of Lacy.
Yes.
I was like, no. Stop that. Bad creature thing. No.
Save changes. You should be able to now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but, I probably have some of that gold dust on me, right?
You have a little bit left. Yeah.
Okay. Can I somehow magic it to make tiny little needles to just sting into this thing? Like, even if it's just its eyes?
Oh, ow. Why?
Because...
No, I just talk about needles to eyes.
Go ahead and roll use magic.
Okay.
See if you can make these needles.
Okay. Because I am out of ideas. Okay. That's +3. So 10.
10?
Yeah.
Alright. You made the needles. Roll kicks mass.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay. That's plus tough rate.
Correct.
Oh, that jumped out of the box. Oh, that's not. That's a 5. I level up.
You do. But you've attracted its attention now, and it kind of.
To be fair, I have been shaking, so.
Yeah, you try to project these things, and they go wide and narrowly miss Amanda.
Sorry.
And just pierce into the wall, like. And it just. You watch. It just kind of like tries to rake its claws against you because it can't quite reach you with its bite. So that would be 2 harm, ignore armor. And your effect does reduce 1 harm, so it's only 1 harm.
Okay.
Is this also including the restrained damage reduction? Or...
Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me that. That is 0 harm.
Cool.
That restraint effect is really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not rolling these dice again.
Here. I'll roll those.
Do I want to show you its health bar or not? That's my question.
I don't know.
That is entirely up to you.
Yeah, up to you, dude. If you want to.
It's usually better to give it a surprise. So her
That's
overkills
true.
are kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just blow its brains out when it has like 1 health.
You proceed to stab this thing's corpse for a solid minute.
Without realizing it's dead. Because it's still
so
twitching.
now that's going to be Jay's turn.
By the way, to answer your little voice, we're hurting you because we want you dead. That is going to be an 11.
Alright. You can increase harm.
Plus 1 to David.
Plus 1 to David. Alright.
Oh, excellent.
So. And you take. It's going to bite into you. You do have the armor. And it's currently reduced its harm because of the cold, so you only take 1 harm.
I only took 1 harm last time.
Yeah, but you would reduce the harm, and you would also.
Oh,
have
that's
your
right.
armor.
I did reduce it last time. That's right. Oh.
And this time it's automatically reduced because of the cold and your armor. So it's not doing as much armor. You guys are getting a little better at the not taking the 3 harm.
Get a little better at the teamwork thing.
Yeah.
Hence Jay being the little bit of extra armor between it and Lacy. We need the magic person that heals us.
Yes.
We can't wait for her to be revived in the morning.
So, David.
Oh.
Oh no.
Welcome
Thanks,
back.
shenanigans. It's fine.
David.
Did you hit the big red button?
Alright. Yeah, I fixed it. So it's David's David's
yep.
turn.
Yeah, plus 1
He's gonna keep refreshing the cold.
All right,
8.
kick some ass.
That is 11.
All right. Oh, you can either increase your harm, increase you you wouldn't take any harm, so move where you want it. Take +1 forward or give +1 forward.
Give +1 forward to Lucien.
All right.
Keep the +1 forward roll.
So it doesn't take any harm because it's got the armor, but its restraining effect has been renewed. As it was just about to shake it off, you get.
No, you stand still.
No.
Stay.
No.
Stay.
There's a reason I picked Frost. All right, and I take it that makes it Lucian's.
Yep. As you hit it, it goes. I will powder your bones.
Oh dear.
A little aggressive, aren't we?
Alright. So, Lucien, performing a whammy that is in excess of 12. So, advanced ass kicking. He's gonna double the damage.
You're double the damage. Okay.
Yep.
You normally do 2 harm, right?
Mm-hmm. So,
And
4
it ignores
ignore
armor, doesn't it?
Yep.
Fucking hell, dude.
All right. You crack into it. It's going to lean towards you and bite into you. You will only take 1 harm because armor and the cold.
Uh-huh. But I heal 4.
Yeah, so you heal for 2. Because you take the 2 harm, and you basically heal 4 harm. So basically, you heal up you're back to full.
Ah, the life drain.
Yep.
Life drain's amazing.
Night, Huffle.
That's well.
Bye, Huffle. Have sweet dreams.
Don't do that. Please.
Oh.
Please.
At this point, it's like looking around. It's not happy.
Looking around, it can't fucking move.
You can't leave.
It turns towards you, Amanda,
Oh.
and it's restrained, but its normal movement is pretty good. It's not going to go very far, but it's
I'm also
I need
right
you to-
behind it.
Yep, between it and a wall. I need you to roll act under pressure.
Oh, good. That's not high for her at all.
You do have +1, because if you're haste.
It's a 7.
All right. You aren't going to be able to. The cost for this is you're not going to be able to react to it moving, or in any way to stop it. But it's going to.
Bless you.
It's not going to get much further than the wall, but it busts out the wall.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Remember, the thing is. Bless you.
This is
That's
true.
kind of
Throw a
why I wanted
car.
to surround the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not enough. Even with that, there was not enough gold dust to surround a whole large building.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. But, because, like I said, restraining, it didn't get very far.
Yeah, she's
It's
gonna
pretty
go
much-
try to bite at it.
Look, it pretty much. I'm gonna go for the wall. Fall.
Which, funny enough, you hear the crunching of metal,
Oh.
because in order for it to be parked enough close enough to the door, that's where the truck would have been parked.
Oh dear.
Oh.
11.
We're gonna have to walk home.
11, you can increase harm, take +1 forward, give +1 forward, take less harm, or...
She's gonna full on, I guess, in a way, force
Murder.
it down. She's gonna pin it, basically.
Oh.
Is how she's gonna
Alright,
force it.
so you pin it down, it kind of lashes at you. If it's claw, you would only take 1 harm, because of its reduced damage.
Yeah, and it took
How much harm do you do?
4. It took 4.
So reducing it by 2.
She does not want it to leave.
You kind of bite into it and you crunch. You feel
She's currently on top of it, I guess you could say.
you feel its neck kind of caving in from your teeth. It writhes and claws at you before going limp. It only had 2 HP left.
Oh, good.
Thank God.
But it's currently dead and slowly kind of, like the rest, kind of falling apart and dissipating.
Okay.
The truck, front of it is kind of dented inwards.
She's
God,
gonna
it's
ship
the
back
truck.
to her human.
Thank God it's the truck.
Sorry, I tried to stop it.
Look, this is gonna be a running gag every time the vehicle gets damaged.
My God.
Car.
My vehicle.
So is it kind of like the My Cabbages, but with the car?
Yeah,
My cabbages.
My cabbages!
Ugh.
That was bad.
We didn't get us hurt this time.
Yeah.
That was
You
the
know?
good news.
Could have been much worse.
Looks down at probably a good decent sized scratch like across his chest.
I can fix that.
That's not as bad as last time anyway.
Hmm.
Not the spiders, but the one before that.
She looks like her bleeding arm or clawed her or something. Just like, eh. I've taken worse.
So I'm assuming every time Lucien does a whammy with his jacket, it's just like a blood explosion.
Yeah, there's this. It looks like a murder scene in here. Like, there's the whole floor, like right between Amanda, Lucien, and Jay, is just soaked in this blackish red blood.
It's the blood of its victims.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
That's just Amanda looks at it. Huh, that's cool.
Huh.
Neat.
Yeah, neat.
I wonder if I could bottle this for a Halloween.
Fucking hell.
I mean, it's kind of a waste away, but sure.
So, do we conclude the current mystery? Yes.
Yep.
Ow.
We learned Lucien has a fucking twin brother.
Yeah, right.
You knew important about one of the
Yes.
hunters. Yes. You did. You did save the police officer from certain death.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And as for something new and important about the world, I mean, not necessarily, but you still got 3, so that means 2 experience per hunter.
Level up.
Yeah. See, next time
Wait.
I level up, I get to go from the big section at the bottom.
Fluffy,
So-
I will have a serious question for you after this.
Oh dear. What did you do now?
So I'm
I
going
have
to
an idea.
I'm going to show you guys his health bar. Let's see. You're not going to see numbers, of course, but bar 3, save changes.
That's a pretty bar.
That's a large bar.
Let's say you did 2 damage.
That's actually pretty good. That's not too bad.
Let's say you do
I mean, we could do
4
that
more damage.
if we wanted to. But I still kind of like not knowing whether it's actually going to be
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah, this
Yeah, I do like that too, because you're like, oh, I can just don't have to worry about protecting myself because it won't last this next one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Oh, I can do, more damage, Doesn't look like it take a big hit.
Granted,
Fun out
that-
of it.
that 2 harm was only a small fraction of its 12 HP
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
2 armor.
Yeah. Fucking 2
I'm
harm.
so glad I took the ignore armor thing. That makes huge difference.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Because not the weakness wasn't
Oh my
necessarily
gosh.
to ignore its armor, but more just to do more harm to it. And as long as you hit it with gold, it could actually be killed. If you guys didn't bring any gold at all and you reduce it to 0, well, it would have been back the next day.
Of course.
Great. Ugh. That was the scariest one so far.
Yeah.
Glad you guys enjoyed it. I was I got this idea from a creepy story I was listening to the other day.
Mm.
Oh
So,
my god.
I was like, oh my god.
Was it SCP related?
No, actually, it was a creepypasta.
Oh, sick.
Uh, just,
I think I know the one you're talking about.
I'll just put my history out so that way anybody who wants to, it's either listening to this or hey, players want a night more fuel for later. It's the story is why I locked my door. It's called
Why?
Why I Locked My Door During a Storm.
Oh my god, Matt.
Oh.
What the hell have you
Please
done?
no. Please no.
What?
Oh, I realized somebody is streaming that I was gonna go raid, and I just... She's a body painter?
Ah.
So she's dressed up currently.
Mhm.
Kind of a weird Minecraft, like, theme to her thing. She has a YouTube channel as well. I'll send you some videos, Jay.
You're talking Meiji Look, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yep.
I love her hair right now. Let's just put it that way. I will send you guys to her in a little bit, but... my only other announcement is thank you again, Jay, for the 6-month
Yeah.
sub.
I'll be here
Woo.
Sunday
Yeah.
for my stream on Grizzdrop's channel.
Yep.
Woohoo.
And I will also be doing a streamy thing tomorrow, anywhere from I see the hair. Anywhere
you,
from like noonish central to 4 or 5ish, give or take.
I might do something tomorrow. I don't know. I said the same thing about possibly doing something today,
Oh,
but I
never
didn't.
mind. She went
Well.
offline. Damn.
Aw.
Damn.
Lady Cramps are back tomorrow night. Yeah, lots of things are happening, and Baba Yaga's involved,
gonna
and
be
we're gonna have a
murder.
good time.
Oh, the Baba Yaga. I
Yeah,
remember that fight.
we might be going to kill a witch. It's fine.
Don't
I
worry.
know things.
Our group fought that one. Twice.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, the first time the Bard was making perfect ideas. So we kind of had to retreat. But
I mean-
we seriously need to go through one of the actual D&D 5e campaigns one day. Just see how poor of decisions we make with those. We make poor decisions already in Withra.
fair. Do
I want
make,
to see how poor of decisions we make in that kind of thing.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys make perfect decisions that wouldn't possibly give me fuel.
Better idea. I think I need to buy a DM's guide, and I need a DM, a one
Oh,
shot
boy.
as far as for the group one day.
I would not mind
TBK.
this.
Oh
You
man.
don't want me to.
But I can play some of my sillier creatures.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. You can play Boomstick.
Boomstick. I can play him.
Ready to head out then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got
Yeah.
distracted by Boomstick.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
See you over in Shadow Chat.
Ow! I'll be alive.